because the black hole is hell.
Yes.
Yeah. And whoever make trouble, even a big star or big planet nearby, it will swallow it up if that planet doesn't have enough counter power, like enough merit, enough virtues, to counter the force of this monster that keeps eating everything possible nearby. The tea tree deity draws in the water the tree of life to remind humans not to destroy ourselves. And I said here, genius idea.
Yes.
I praise the tree deity for the genius idea. Wow. Not to destroy ourselves. Yeah, that's what he wants to remind humans. My heart just doesn't know how to express all this gratitude and love for them, for the animals. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, my dearest friends, the animals. I pray for all of you every day. My heavens, hear us. Bless all of us. Liberate all of us. Liberate. Free all of us from this trap of the illusionary Maya drama. Thank you all who help. The price of the food has never been so high because we have food shortage, because we destroy natural environments and kill bees by insecticides, and also the pandemic right now. You know, one thing leads to another. Everything seems like pounding on humans' existence right now. Truly want to destroy humans. But most people are living like blind, deaf, and dumb. See nothing, hear nothing, don't think of anything. So even when I work with the heavens to put that rescue area there, like a refugee camp outside of the black hole, that's for the hell beings, whoever can. Just one split nanosecond, remember God, or remember the saints, or repentant, or calling for help. Then we can use that raft, to take them up to that area.
Thank you, Master.
Initiated by the Master, you get enlightened, you contact with heaven daily, and you go up to heaven for sure if you continue meditation and keep the precept as well. But if you just keep the precept like this, and be an ordinary person, you will be reborn again. Maybe as a good person, in a good position, but reborn again. Like they say, they're Christian, they're Buddhist, they don't need to do anything, they don't need to follow any master because they have Jesus and they worship Buddha and they think that's enough. No, not really. Because your mind will trick you, will make you wander around all over. You cannot really concentrate on the Buddha alone. Believe me, your work is very powerful. You are helping the whole world. And not just the world, but the heavens, lower heavens, and the hell as well. And all the animals are thanking you. And the hell people are thanking you. Heavens are thanking you. Even though not all of you might see it. Actually, we have all heard that. We all know about collective karma and the karma of our ancestors even. Because we have this DNA connection. If our parents do something bad, we also inherit some karma. They cannot see God, so they have to grab on anything they can see. Any statues of the past saints, any written past teachings of the saints, they worship it, they pray to it. And sometimes it works if they are very sincere. Then of course the angels, the saints, the sages are never far away. They have what they can, according to their karma. We can only feel sorry for them and pray for them so that they can wake up, so that they can have more blessing, so that their life will become better. Their soul will be more free from the struggle of this physical existence, so that they can somehow remember God remember Buddha, remember their self-nature, so they can seek enlightenment. Karma is a scary thing. I don't wish for anybody to come back to this life ever again. I wish my best in the heart, the best in my heart wish is that everybody is liberated from this shadow world. That's what I want. Nothing else I want. Nothing else I wish for. This physical body is nothing. So don't let your talents, don't let my praise, my gratitude ruin your great knowledge, your wisdom to understand what is right, what is wrong, okay? And that we are nobody. I mean, this I is nobody. But our soul is somebody. Our work is great. But we are not great, okay?
Please keep watching to find out more.
Hey. Here comes the old woman. Superwoman. You have no idea. You have no idea what my desk look like. All over, it's just wires, you know. Wires. And instruments, telephone and stuff, and all over. Yeah, I begin to believe that I'm really a superwoman. You are. Yeah, because my place is like a professional studio, and I did it all by myself. Wow. Can you believe that?
Yes, Master.
Amazing.
How are you guys?
We're doing great.
Feel good?
How are you, Master?
I am. I don't have time to think how I am actually. Oh man, it's good. If I can sit here, meaning I'm okay. Yeah? Yes. Actually, I have to learn a lot. I can't believe I learned so much at my age. Oh, my age, and still learning. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Today I spent many hours preparing this. Yeah? Okay?
Thank you, Master.
Yeah, you're welcome. Not just today, the day before, and the day before. You know, I was just used to calling you and using the telephone, and it was, I thought I'm already super. Until they got me all this, okay? And whatever else you don't see here, I'll show it to you. I will take a photograph and show it to you. Yeah? You can see me, right?
Yes.
I look same old. Yes.
You look beautiful, Master.
This is the best you get already. Slowly I will get more and more super, and then we'll be fine. Yeah, right now. It's okay as long as I can see you. It's more fun to see you face to face. You don't need to see me because you know me, huh? Just a little older, but nothing much different. Do you want a story or you want to ask something first? Do you have questions to ask, right? Yeah. Ask me. I'm your answering bank. Tell me.
Master, in recent news, there is some speculation of government contact with aliens or a galactic federation. Also, there have been increased reportings of UFOs. It seems maybe, are they wanting to tell us something? Does Master know what they want to tell us?
Oh, yeah, they've been telling us for ages already. They have been telling us since forever. I probably have written it. They told us it's nothing new, okay? They told us, don't destroy yourself. Don't destroy the planet. There were two groups. One is from Venus and one from Mars. both say similar things, if I remember well. Let me see if I have noted it somewhere. Oh, man. I don't know if I can find it. It's a long time already. But it's similar like that. They don't talk a lot, okay? Just a very simple thing, like don't destroy yourself. Don't destroy life. That's what I said. That's what I remember. Very, very short. Don't destroy life, okay? That's what I said.
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Oh, man. I can't believe I cannot find it. Be patient. We're at home, so it doesn't matter, right? You're not going anywhere, are you? Me neither. No plane to catch, no train to miss. Oh, God, I can't believe that. Because I wrote so many things, many places. So. Okay, this is similar like that, okay, huh?
Yes,
I just want to see the exact word, but it's more or less like that. More or less like, don't destroy yourself. Don't kill yourself. We are doing everything, killing ourselves. That's what they want to tell us. Okay, huh?
Yes,
Master.
And over again, that's what I said. But do we listen? No.
No, Master.
Yeah. Do we listen at all? You see, you have shown one program before talking about one of the government high official in Canada. He has been telling us that the alien has been working with them. Yeah, officially even. And he just looked like one of the boy next door. Okay? So if nobody else knows it, then nobody knows. Only the government knows.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
That's what it is. That's what they keep telling us. Don't destroy yourself. Don't destroy your home. Okay? That's why. Even some governments surely have been in contact with them, but they don't listen too much. Politics is complicated.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Even one party agrees, the other party might not.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, Master.
And then there are some influences behind other parties as well.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. And even wives, husbands also influence the decision in the political arena. Okay, huh? Yeah.
Yes, Master.
So their message was similar all the time. Here in, in the post-it little papers, I thought I noted it in my diary. That's why I couldn't find it. Here it is. Their message is like this. The first paper I wrote is, do not form zealous, negative, destructive, warlike energy around your world. And the second piece of paper that I noticed says, not zealously destroy world, peace world lives. I guess they mean don't blindly destroy your world. Must make peace in the world and don't destroy lives. Their messages are short. And the third paper is saying, not kill your world's lives. And the fourth piece of paper I have here is not destroy your life. Okay, from the first to this fourth piece of paper, all from same planet Mars. And now from Venus, first one, not destroy your world. The second message, not to kill beings. And the third message, not destroy your world's lives. That's it, from Mars and from Venus. The first four messages are from Mars, and the three later messages are from Venus. They have more, of course, but almost similar all the time. So I just noted down these are 7 messages. Yeah, all right. Did I answer the complete question?
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
You're welcome.
Master, recently scientists have released polarized pictures of the M87 black hole, showing its magnetic fields which look like golden stripes or rings. Dr. Andrew Chale, a member of the Event Horizon Telescope collaboration team, said, "The newly published polarized images are key to understanding how the magnetic field allows the black hole to eat matter and launch powerful jets." Could Master tell us what is the meaning of these magnetic fields of the black hole?
Which one? The red one or the golden stripes?
The golden stripes.
The golden stripes are the new stuff. Well, not quite new, but they were only discovered recently. That is a stripe. Actually, it's more extra reinforced. This is the rescue road for the souls from hell. Wow. It's a rescue arena, a special magnetic field to rescue and to help those in hell, okay? Without that, nobody escapes. No, nothing can escape the black hole force, okay? Wow. Whatever goes in there, it just stays in there. So there has to be this balanced ring, half of the ring or the stripe, halfway to counterbalance the force of the black hole, because the black hole is hell. Yeah, and whoever make trouble, even a big star or big planet nearby, it will swallow it up if that planet doesn't have enough counter power, like enough merit, enough virtues, to counter the force of this monster that keeps eating everything possible nearby. You can see some of the video where the black hole eats the whole star, yeah?
Yes, Master.
And it looked like a noodle. It shred it into noodle and suck it in. The force is so strong that it sucks the whole planet or that whole big star inside.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, just like you are sucking some, I don't know, whatever substance, maybe pudding or something. Yeah, it doesn't eat the straw like we do. Big mouth. That black hole has a big mouth. We have more than one black hole. That's the problem. Everywhere, standing by to, suck in anything that has similar energy to the black hole. When beings inside a star or inside a planet have been doing so many things that are not very morally noble and just, then the energy of that star or that planet will grow more and more similar to the black hole energy. And then like will attract like, and then the black hole will claim it as its own. Wow. And nowadays scientists are amazing. They can even capture some of these moments when the black hole is sucking in the whole star. This very scary thing, no need to talk about karma or the Buddhist teaching, nothing. You can see it by scientific evidence and proof. It's just that the scientists probably don't know that the black hole is a force of darkness, of hell. Yes, and probably they have not discovered that whatever the planet or the star that has similar energy to the black hole, that will be eaten up, shredded, and swallowed up by the black hole. That probably the scientists cannot prove by physical means.
Yes, Master.
Only the developed spiritual person can know all this.
Right.
Because nobody explained this before to anybody.
Yes, Master.
You are the first ones to hear this in the whole universe. All right. Did that answer your question?
Yes, Master.
Completely, yeah? You 100% happy?
Yes, Master.
No, not really happy. It's a sad thing. But what I mean is, you're happy with my answer, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Good.
Master, in recent news, there is a report about a natural phenomenon in Australia where there is a lake that sometimes creates an image of the tree of life. It happens when the nearby tea trees release their oil into the water, making it dark, and the lake's drainage channels create a shape that resembles a huge tree of life. There are some really beautiful photos taken and shared on social media. Master, do you know what the meaning of this natural phenomenon is?
You see, most of the trees have some deities that live with the tree, become the spirit of the tree or the tree spirit, yeah?
Yes.
In many of the Buddhist stories, I told you, I don't know if I told you about the spirit of the tree, one time maybe at least. So this tea tree, it has a deity, and this deity is very benevolent. He is using his power, as much power as he has, to draw this tree on the lake, using the oil of the tea tree.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
To draw it like that. You can see it's a phenomenon. It's not like a natural thing that the tea tree just oozes out the tree oil and then it becomes so perfectly drawn like a painting
Yes.
in explicit detail.
Yes, Master.
So this is to keep warning us. Oh yeah, I have here. The tea tree's deity draws in the water the tree of life to remind humans not to destroy ourselves. And I said here, genius idea. I praise the tree deity for the genius idea.
Wow.
Not to destroy ourselves. Yeah, that's what he wants to remind humans. Yeah, because we are cutting trees, we are killing animals. The animals are so amazing, so incredibly loving and kind and protective. Almost every day, they all come visiting me, one after another or together, every day telling me this and that and protecting me no end. Telling me to move now because. Like move to another area now when I'm too busy to look into the matter. They all come and tell me, move now. Sometimes they keep telling me I do not listen. And then at the end, the universal God should tell me, you have half an hour to leave. Or else. Yeah. And then I remember the birds and the squirrels and other animals, even bees, they come and tell me. They tell me when it's safe, they tell me when it's unsafe for me. Every day, I thank them no end. The bees, they came toward me and they just stand still. Have you ever seen a helicopter that stands still in midair?
Yes, Master.
They do exactly like that. They just stand still right in front of me with the wings, balancing, and look straight at me and tell me this and that. Yeah. That is when it gets serious, not when they just run around me. And when it's too serious, they just come right in front of me, about 10 centimeters in front of me, not afraid of me, not moving. Just stay right in front of me until they deliver the message.
Wow.
Done. Then they fly away.
It's amazing.
The bee even. You understand that?
Yes, Master.
And of course the spiders and the birds, big and small and whatnot, they all come and protect me a lot all these days. These days a lot of karma and I have to keep moving. 4 or 5 times already in just not even 1 month.
Wow.
And with all these, phenomena in front of me, wires and microphone and whatnot, and big monitors like a television, and many computers and keyboards and whatever not, it, yeah?
Wow.
My whole table is full of wires and equipment. It's only a few centimeters. You understand now?
Yes, Master.
Animals, they are our friends.
Yes.
They truly are so kind. I don't know if any human ever worry about me that much and keeps taking care of me that much. I don't do much for the bees, not like, okay, I help them a lot, so they help me. It's not. Sometimes the squirrel comes so near, not afraid of me. And one of them, recently, he picked up a banana peel that I threw out in the garden, in the bush to recycle.
Yes.
He came right in front of me, picked up that banana peel and flapped it around like this so that I had to look at him. Because before he kept running up and down the tree and I just ignored him. I'm busy, man. I'm busy, okay? Busy with my work on the desk. And then he picked up the banana peel that I threw yesterday somewhere. And he came and flew, like zoop, flew up the tree and then whacking the banana peel. And I thought, you're very funny. I even took a picture of it.
Wow.
Yeah. I sent it to one of your brothers who took care of the photograph. Maybe we can show that. But please cover his eyes, like we want to protect privacy. Okay?
Yes, Master.
When you don't want people to recognize somebody, you put a black band in front of their eyes.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, and put the mask on his nose. Yeah. Maybe we have to protect him. Yeah, who knows? I have many photo birds that I don't dare to show you because I don't want people to trap them, using the way that I fed them.
Yes.
I told you I feed the birds and all that, but I don't show you the photos. I have the photos, but I don't show you. I asked them if they give permission for me to show their photos on our TV. They say, please not, because it might endanger them. I understand that, so we did not have that. The squirrel, I think nobody hunts them anyway, so you can do it. But put the mask in front for them, okay? Or put the black band on their eyes, like people do, yeah, when they want to protect people's privacy. Yeah, he used the banana peel to flag around like this forever. And then I said, what are you doing so funny? And he said he wants to tell me things. Yeah. And they also came to comfort me also, not only telling me to leave or there's a danger situation because somebody is, stalking me around or some just curious people, even my own people. My life is very, very strange. Even my own people do strange things. Sometimes they have power, in the government and they use it for their own end and very scary sometimes. It's okay when I'm in the public, but I'm in retreat and alone and I don't feel peaceful if somebody keeps peeping around like that. And lucky I have some animals, they tell me in advance and I leave. Yes. Because I don't know what else would happen if I stay, I don't want people to look at me either. And I don't know if they just want to look or there may be other thing, complicated stuff. So I had to keep moving. Okay, huh? It's not easy to do this. This is the first time we try it and it works and it's good. Every time you should pray for it to be successful so that my telephone doesn't kaput in the middle of nothing or instrument don't work or internet doesn't function like last time, remember?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. I cannot always run to another place where I prepare another set of computers ready in case this place doesn't work. I have to go to another place, etc. But not every place I can afford like that, okay?
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Not every place has a double place for me. Yeah. So it's very lucky we can do it today. And it's not that I had to hang the curtain and all that. I have to climb the ladder and nail the hook or stuff like that all by myself to hang the curtain. So I don't always have to protect myself from outsiders, but from insiders. From insiders is the worst because they know more than outsiders.
Yes, Master.
But sometimes the level is so low or they are bad former enemies who came just to cause trouble, just like Devadatta or Judas. You got that?
Wow.
Yes, Master.
When you're famous and working with the public, you will be always encountering your former enemies. They come to make trouble for you or to ruin you, destroying you. So some presidents, because of that, are having trouble. Some prime minister also having trouble because of that. If you are alone, then of course the enemies from former life will leave you alone. They also don't know where you are because you are nobody. But if you are in the public eye, then always have to prepare for something that is not favorable to your work and to your life. Understand now? Yeah.
Yes.
Because you're known. You're well known. You're famous. And then everybody would know you. And the former enemies would also know you. And then they will find a way to find you, to be next to you, near you, to make trouble. Okay? Yeah.
Yes.
Like Buddha with his cousin, like Jesus with his disciple, Judas, for example. At that time, Jesus didn't have that many disciples, and he has to work in secret even. All the masters, once they became known, the more they are known, the more trouble they will have from different forces, from different sources of enemies or the negative power. Or you see what I'm saying? Yeah?
Yes.
We can avoid sometimes, but sometimes maybe not. Lucky I heard that they say in half an hour you have to leave. What if I was busy and I did not even hear that? Because you have to calm down in order to hear the message from inside.
Right. Yes, Master.
It's just like if you want your email, then you have to be at the computer, yeah?
Yes.
Or Skype or Line or whatever, you have to be there. If you're busy elsewhere and your phone is not working or you forget it's not in your pocket, then you will not see the email or the Line or Skype, whatever message.
Yes, Master.
I'm not always there. I'm sometimes up somewhere else. Or even in this physical world, I'm somewhere else doing something else. Like taking a photograph of the scenery. That took me many hours every time. I had to wait some time for the sun or the wind to calm down or the wind to blow this way so that branch which obstructs my object or the flower is blown on the other side, and then I have to click it quickly.
Wow.
Sometimes you have to wait a long time. And also you have to look at the angle, which one will look good. Yeah, like you want to take some branches of the tree, you don't take the whole tree. It won't look that good, even though outside it looks good. But in the photo, it doesn't look as good. It's funny, So you have to choose an angle and choose some part. You cannot take the whole tree, for example, like that. It takes a lot of time from me. I like it. It just takes time. And sometimes the mosquito, they don't know anything about Artist Day or International Artist, nothing. They appreciate me, not my art talent. Yeah, and only two hands, and one same time, go. And then once I shoo the mosquito away, the flower was covered again. I really love to take photographs. Sometimes I forsake my food on or sleep or rest or whatever. If I see something good, that's it. I forget everything else. Yeah, I have to take the photos. Because sometimes if you don't take the photo that day or that moment, maybe the wind came and it's blown away and the flower will be gone, okay?
Yes.
Or the rain comes and the flowers will be gone also. Or the scenery won't look the same.
Right.
Yes, like that. Everything takes time, and we have only so much time per day. Yeah, that's the thing. And that's the thing on this planet. It takes me many hours because you have to select the best one to photograph, and then when I come back, I still need to screen it again for the best of all the shots, and then I have to select again which one for what BMD on Supreme Master Television. But I really enjoy it. Oh, why do I talk so much? What did you ask? A tree of life, yeah? Okay. Of course, the tree of life symbolizes life, and the deity want to remind us that we do not destroy life. Because if we destroy other life, then we destroy our own life also. If we destroy trees, which give us oxygen and shade and hold the soil together so that it will not be washed away, and so many things that the tree can do. And if we keep cutting them just to raise the animals, and then we kill the animals as well, then our life will be at stake also.
Yes.
Most of the humans do not hear the trees, do not hear the deities around us who are always trying to tell us things. Even animals, like some of you are afraid of spiders, they came to tell you something. They won't harm you. They know you are good. They respect you.
Wow.
Like the other day, one of the spiders came in somewhere, and one of the people who stay here say, afraid of spider. The spider wanted to tell her that you are very special. That was the message. They just say, we envy you. You are special. Something like that. Or just like the bee just stays still right in front of me. Not afraid of my big size and my super size, super talent. Stay there for many seconds until she delivers the whole message. I just have to stand there and listen because she stayed right in front of me and the road is small, okay? In front of the door.
Wow.
And the door is closed behind me. And both sides have things, so I cannot go anywhere. I just have to stand there and listen to her. I knew that when they behave like that, that means they want to deliver some message. And I'm always so grateful. One day, the bee even came to my area in front of my door. Not one day, but 2 days. In the night, in the dark night, to warn me of intrusion of someone that I knew, of course. And the bees, I don't think they fly at night. I don't think they fly anywhere at night. But they flew in and stayed in front of my face for quite a long while. Kept telling me, turn off the light and go inside. Twice the bee did that. And gosh, I gave them only a little water in the basin outside in the garden so that maybe they can take some water for themselves. Because I saw them taking water from the sink area before. And so the bees warned me 3 times. One time in daytime, I told you,
Yes, Master.
and 2 other occasions at night. I can never love them enough. I love the animal more than anything. Any animal. So endearing, like the skunk last time I told you, that he responded to what I told him and helped me to call my dogs even.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you already. And then when I was worried about him, I said, are you okay? He even responded to me, not just inside, but outside. I know it. This is so endearing. You understand me?
Yes.
And the squirrels, they keep warning me or comforting me many times, and even brought me some mangoes.
Wow.
He's too small, he cannot bring the whole mango. He brought me a piece of mango and dropped it in front of my door. Oh my God. You see how lovely the animals are, even the wild animals.
Yes, Master.
And not just mangoes, but other fruit also. I thought, how come the fruit fell in front of my door? I don't see that kind of fruit in my surroundings where I was in retreat. And I didn't see any mangoes at that time. I didn't have any mango fruit around in my surroundings at all. And other kind of fruit, nothing. It wasn't in season. I don't know how the squirrel got the mangoes. Big piece, like the 3-finger piece of mango and other kinds of fruit. Yes, I was wondering where the fruit came from until I saw it. that the squirrel dropped it in front of my door. And the squirrel who kept flagging the banana peels in front of me outside of my window, I was thinking he's hungry. I said, oh my God, you're hungry. There are food and fruit outside under the tree for you every day. He said, no, I don't eat banana. I just want your attention. My God, truly like that. He was such a chubby young squirrel. So lovely, lovely and beautiful. His eyes so big, glaring at me in all attentiveness, in all, I don't know how to explain it, so expressively urgent and so much love in it. I can never thank them enough for protecting me and loving me thus, beyond exception, beyond imagination. I have prayed day and night for the sake of the animals, dignity, comfort, peace, and safety, since years already. But I never thought the wild animals, they are also so kind and so loving like that, and so protective. My heart just doesn't know how to express all this gratitude and love for them, for the animals. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, my dearest friends, the animals. I pray for all of you every day. My heavens, hear us. Bless all of us. Liberate all of us. Liberate. Free all of us from this trap of the illusionary Maya drama. Thank you all who help. I would do anything. Every day I ask, is there anything else I can do to make the world vegan? Come quick. Not just these industrial animals, but also wild animals. They are so good, so good, so good. My God, they are saintly beings. If everyone knows what I know, I keep telling everybody, should believe me. What the reason I should tell lies for the animals? What reason should I tell lies? You understand me?
Yes.
The wild animal and the spider and the bees and the birds and the squirrels and the skunk, what for I tell lie about them? They truly interact with me like that. And I'm sure they interact with many others who can understand their language
Yes, Master.
and their benevolent intention. Protecting humans despite all dangers. I'm not sure if the bee would fly and freeze in front of anyone like that. I'm not sure. Any of you have this phenomena?
Yes, Master.
You have it? Who?
Me?
Yeah, what did he do? What did the bird do? The bee do?
Exactly that. Froze like that in front of me.
Uh-huh.
And didn't move for a long time.
Uh-huh. Not long, just some seconds. And
For me, it was a long time because it never happened to me like that.
okay,
And
what did she tell you?
I don't know.
No idea. That's the problem. We are the problem. We are truly the problem. We're deaf, dumb, and blind. Yeah, that's one scholar, a rabbi or some Jewish scholar. We also gave him an award, yeah, Shining Word Hero Award, and also he wrote a book called, we saw it on our TV, say, In Front of the Blind, yeah? Yes. You remember, yeah? Okay?
Yes.
I think he should add more. In front of the blind, deaf, dumb. No, or maybe adding more title, like in front of the blind, talking to the deaf, you know, expecting the response from the dumb, you think like that. Yeah, that's how I feel every day, you know. Whenever I have time to sit down and think of humans, I think we are deaf, blind, and dumb. We don't know anything, and we look down upon the animals who are so intelligent, so inside, so connected with the divine. Even trees, yeah.
Yes,
Even trees have to ooze out whatever oil they have to teach humans to be better, steward of the planet, not to kill lives, not to destroy environment or other animals, because that means we're killing ourselves. It says, remind humans not to destroy themselves. That's why he drew Tree of Life. So perfect.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
More perfect and precise, more than what we do even with the pen.
It's incredible.
So perfect, like done by a computer. So detailed, so perfect in every little stroke.
It's amazing.
So it means exactly that. Do not destroy life. We cut trees, we kill animals. All these are destroying activities to ourselves. It's so harmful that they don't even see it. I don't know what the future brings, but the way the humans are going, nothing good will come out of that.
Sợ tình ai như bẫy lồng xoắn nạn.
Okay, any more questions, my love?
Master, what happens to the deities if we destroy their trees or their area that they overlook?
Now, sometimes they can find another tree or another place to stay, sometimes not. They just have to be just like a homeless, you know? Yeah. They might find some other refuge somewhere, or they have to be on the street crying. Yeah. Just like us, humans. If we don't have a home, then we become homeless. Okay? That's what it is. But the tree deity who became homeless, just one. But we, all of us humans, are billions. If we continue destroying one tree after another and keep killing our co-inhabitants, the animals, then we will have nowhere to go. We become worse than homeless. We become planetless, worldless. And the children after us, we inherit all these terrible things that we have been and are doing still to the planet, to the environment, to the animals. Because if we cut trees and destroy forests, we also destroy the habitats of the living, the visible beings like birds and monkeys, orangutans.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, and birds and bees and butterflies. All these are contributing to the benefit of our lives. Bees contribute a lot to the food production anyway. And bees have been dying in countless numbers. And the food we're having now is getting more and more expensive every day.
Yes.
You know that if you read the news. Okay, huh? The price of the food has never been so high because we're having food shortage. Because we destroy natural environments and kill bees by insecticides, and also the pandemic right now. One thing leads to another. Everything seems like pounding on humans' existence right now. Truly want to destroy humans. But most people are living like blind, deaf, and dumb. See nothing, hear nothing, don't think of anything. This is a very sad thing and very, very, worrisome thing.
Yes, Master.
Okay, anything else, my love?
No, Master, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, because you asked a question, I just remember a story from a Buddhist storybook, okay? I don't know, maybe I didn't tell you before. There was one time the Buddha incarnated as a gecko. You know gecko, small one, or salamander, they call it?
Yes.
About like this? Yeah?
Yes.
Look like a crocodile, but very small. About this? Very small, okay? About the size of my thumb, yeah? Biggest is about the size of my thumb and about this long, very long tail.
Right.
Look similar to those that crawl on the wall sometimes, yeah?
Yes, Master.
If you live in the countryside, they have it. In the city, you don't see. Okay, one time the Buddha incarnated as this one of the salamanders, and he befriended a tree deity. And this tree deity had a child also. Okay. And at one time, the king of that country wanted to cut that tree, the tree that was her home, because that tree was very valuable to repair something in the palace of the king. So they saw that tree was very good, suitable. Every other tree was either too small, too soft, and not good. So they wanted to cut that tree down. The deity of the tree holding her kid was crying and crying. And every other nearby neighbor, other trees deities or grass deities or everyone in that garden came to ask her what's wrong. She said, they are going to cut down my house and I don't know where to go. I have nowhere to go. And then so the salamander was her friend, came to her comfort and said, oh, don't worry, I have an idea. They will not cut your tree. Don't worry. So nobody understood how the little salamander could stop all these strong, powerful, woodsmiths who were going with saw and axe in order to chop down that tree. Nobody understood. But he said, I will stop it. So everybody went home but feeling very doubtful in their minds. And the next morning, these woodsmiths who were going to repair the palace, the column in the palace was kind of rotten or something. So they were going to chop down that tree. They were going there. But the salamander, he went onto the tree, okay, from the root on. And then he just disappeared. And then he went up to the top of the tree and picked out, as if there was a tunnel inside the tree that he could go from the bottom to the top, from the root to the high branch. So he kept doing that up and down, like teasing them. He used his power to go under the root and then disappear inside the tree and then pop out from this place, that place, here and there. So all the carpenters, they talk to each other. They say, this tree, it looks so strong and good, but inside is already rotten and empty. Like sometimes the trees are eaten inside by like white ants or some other insect that eat the wood, You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they thought, this tree is eaten from inside already. Because they saw the salamander go from one place to another, from inside and pop out, and inside pop out again, all over the place. So they thought the inside of the tree trunk is all hollow, So they say, no good, we better go elsewhere, look somewhere else. So the tree was saved by a little salamander. So little. So everybody, was very, very impressed with the salamander. And the deity of the tree was very, very happy, of course, And they are even better friends than ever. So you never know, the animals, even though they're small, like the bees and all that, or spiders, they are your friends. And you never know what they will do to help you or to rescue you. Even just to tell you some good news or bad news or to comfort you, like the wild animals around me, even the crickets and the little salamander as well, and spiders and birds, small birds, big birds, and squirrels and skunks. They even came to comfort me when I came to the new place because I was so depressed, so tired, being alone and moving so many things, and I just made the other place ready, okay? Ready for working and for conference and just relax a little bit and then had to move again. Everybody hates moving, you know what I'm saying? And especially when you're all alone and not used to all this technical stuff and so many instruments. I had to move so quick like that, just throw everything in a plastic bags and wonder if they still function after. And I was sitting there, I was so tired. Could not even rest and meditate. I was so tired and so despondent. And I was thinking, how am I going to work again? I'm so tired now. Yeah, it's been a long time. We have not had a conference. I'm supposed to have it, and then I had to move, and I have to do it all over again. And a new plug, and don't have enough plugs, don't have enough multi-plug, or don't the internet, I don't know where it works, and all kind of things. Don't have enough electric plug hole and socket and all that stuff, and everything on top of each other because of the rush, you know. Yeah. I don't always have time to listen to all these emails until the last minute. It's often like this. Often I don't always have time to catch the news. Okay? Yes.
Yes, Master.
And then until kind of last minute, I had to run. Sometimes I know more in advance. Sometimes not. And then they all came and make a lot of singing noise outside, their music, comforting me, telling me not to worry, don't worry. You are safe here now.
It's wonderful.
This and that will not come. Keep comforting me every day. Yeah, even until today. They don't just say it one time. They come back again and again to reinforce the energy, to make me feel better. Not just the talk, you see what I'm saying? The energy of it.
Yes, Master.
They build it up. Keep saying the same thing, build it up so that I feel more confident and good. And bless me and all that as much as they can. I am in tears all the time whenever I remember them. They're so kind and so considerate and so loving. Come and comfort me even, not just to tell me when it's trouble, but come and comfort me, knowing that I'm very down, you know, physically, mentally.
Yes, Master.
I'm a master, but that's the soul, okay? The physical is the same like yours. I get old, I get tired, I get sometimes feeling very helpless also, okay? Yeah, so they came, a bunch of them, all of them. Yeah, spiders, all that, just go in front of me and stay there until I listen. Sometimes I say, oh, I'm busy right now. I know you say the same thing, right? So I got it. Thank you. Sometimes I say, okay, I heard that already. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. I cannot just stand there and listen. I have to do work. Okay, I'm alone. I must work. But then I say, thank you. I heard you. I know. I heard you. Thank you. So they say we have to enforce it, reinforce it. Then I'm so touched, you know, by them. So touched. If all humans are kind like that, we are in paradise.
Yeah. Yes, Master.
No need to practice anything, anywhere. Not go to heaven, nothing. This world will be Eden again. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
We don't have that. Sadly, we don't have all that. We don't have people who really understand the impact that we are doing to ourselves by destroying the environment and killing others. Even our own race, killing our own human race. Very sad, very sad. I remember all the masters who came and went. They just take care of whomever is following them, believing them, and the rest they don't care, you know. They just let it be. Maybe they care, but relaxingly, not like me, so urgent, so desperate, so pressurizing myself like this day and night. And then I remember the film that we saw, the Astro City.
Yes.
Yes, yes, Master.
Yes. Remember when the good saintly beings came to that desperate doctor who just died? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And laying there, at last he prayed to God. He said, somebody help me in the name of God, for the love of God. And then they came. And then there were many of these astral beings, very ugly and aggressive and trying to scare them and all that. And then the saintly being from this Astro City, he extended his hands, remember?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, extended his hand to those lowly beings as if saying, come with me. I will take you also to heaven, to the Astro City. But the astral beings, the fighty ones, the aggressive ones, they just stepped back. They were kind of surprised at his friendly gesture in response to their aggressiveness. They were harassing that doctor and all that, the just newly died doctor. So the saint just extended his hand as if, come with me, I will take you also. But they did not.
Yes.
They know, these astral beings, they know who they are. They know the saints. But still didn't come with him immediately. Did not. Stepped back and just went back to their usual place, usual level, where they drink the muddy water. I don't see any water, it's just mud. At least it's wet, so they call that water, and they're fighting for that even. Even for us humans, we don't drink mud, but they have to, because there's their hell like that. And they don't even come to the saints. They know who they are. The astral know that they are the saints, and they can take them to heaven, but they refuse to go. You see that?
Yes.
So I was thinking to myself, maybe I should behave that way too. I've been extending my hands for decades, and if it didn't work, then it did not work. But my heart cannot be satisfied with that. So it is my sentiment. It's my, I'm born like that. I can't help it. So even when I work with the heavens to put that rescue area there, like a refugee camp outside of the black hole, that's for the hell beings, whoever can. Just one split nanosecond, remember God, or remember the saints, or repentant, or calling for help. Then we can use that raft, to take them up to that area.
Wow, thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
And then slowly, of course, to bring them up to higher area, heavens. Even without higher heavens, they will be feeling good. For example, I call it the hell heaven, the heaven that I made for the extra repentant, zealous demons. Yes?
Yes, Master. Yes.
They are between the third and the fourth level, in these buffer zones. But that means they're outside of the three worlds. They're liberated. Do you understand?
Yes.
The three worlds are the areas that will be destroyed one day and redone anew. You know, whenever the Big Bang comes,
Yes, Master.
whenever all the three worlds are destroyed, after a while it rests for a long time, and then the energy busts up forth again to recreate new things, new planets, new planes of existence, But the three worlds will be destroyed, like the astral world, the second world, the Brahma world.
Yes, Master.
Of course, not to talk about our planet, it's not forever. But they are outside of the three worlds. They will have no suffering, no want of anything. So it's very heaven already. Do you understand me?
Yes, Master.
Even though for you, my so-called disciples, the third world is nothing. Above the third world, buffer zone is nothing. But for them, it's big heavens.
Yes, Master.
All right, we talk a lot, You always make me talk a lot. I don't know how you do that. You're powerful. You make me work with all these wires and stuff and, instruments all over. And I still do it. Yeah. But it's not just for you, it's for the world, okay?
Yes,
Master.
Thank you.
As long as I'm still on the planet, I'm doing my job. I mean, what I want to do. What I want to do to help the world as much as I can, okay?
Yes, thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Even though some might not take my hand, but some might. So now what next? You want to hear stories? Or you want any more questions? By the way, your questions are more important than the stories. Stories don't go away. Any more questions?
Master, you mentioned a red black hole? What is that, Master?
You didn't see the photo that the scientists took? Not red black hole. There is energy aggressive energy, it manifests as red light, okay? Just a red bunch of energy, red. And the golden one that added onto it, that is a rescue refugee camp. Yeah, when the hell person is rescued and brought up there first, like a convalescence, like to recover for a while first, before they can go further anywhere else, higher up.
Yes, Master.
Just like you're sick, okay? The hell person, when they come up, they're still sick. They're still not normal because of so much suffering, so much frightening experience, so much torture for their psyche. They don't have the physical body, but their astral body feels pain, scared, fearful, just the same.
Yes, Master.
So that golden light is a refuge area for them to recover outside of that red zone, okay? The black hole is black inside, but outside, because their energy is so strong, it busts forth out like a red ring around it. You have not seen that photo?
Yes.
Some of you have, huh?
Yes.
If you work on Noteworthy News, you will see it. Okay, never mind. You have to retrace it and have a look at it. Nowadays, the scientists are phenomenal. They even can take that photograph from thousands or hundreds of thousands or million light years away.
Yes.
It's incredible already. It's just the meaning they do not understand, but they see the photo. Okay, they can take the photograph. That is already very, very, very miraculous. Very miraculous for me. I feel they are awesome. Okay, huh? Yes. All right.
Master, in some of the black holes, you see like an energy kind of shooting out from the black hole as well. What is that?
What is that then? Need you to ask me? Huh? What kind of light did you see that shoot out? What color?
Blue, like light blue.
Light blue.
Yeah.
And what else?
Golden, white.
Okay. The golden and the white are the souls who has been pulled out. Okay? And the blue, it depends on what kind of blue. Also, maybe these are from the saints. They pull them out. The light of the saints, the light of heavens, that pull these souls out. Rescue them. Okay?
Wow.
Got that?
Yes, Master.
My God, the scientists nowadays, they are so awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
It's incredible.
Okay, all right. Did I answer your question?
Yes, Master. Thank you.
You happy with it?
Yes, Master.
Good. Then it's good. At least we have some pictures so that you can imagine what it's like, okay? If I just talk and there's no proof or no physical evidence, maybe harder for you to understand. Okay, good. Any other?
No, Master. No, Master.
No? Good. Then I will tell you a story, okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
Remember, just stories. They are just stories. There are two stories. One story is about the ants and Moses, and one story is about the 10 Commandments. Which one do you want to hear?
10 Commandments.
10 Commandments?
Yes, Master.
Perfect. Boys also?
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Good, yes. Okay. I guess you know already. In Buddhism, we also have 10 Commandments for higher practitioners. For normal people, for lay people, only 5. The 5 precepts that I have mentioned at the time of initiation, okay?
Yes.
It is similar to the 10 Commandments here, which is, I guess, extracted from the Bible, the Holy Bible. Okay, Moses went to Sinai mountain, and then he entered those very thick bushes where the fire and the cloud were supposed to be, where God appeared to him. And then he listened to God with all his heart. God told him first, you go back to tell your people these commandments that I will tell you right now. I am the one who took you out of Egypt and freed you from the slavery there. Number 1, you will not worship other deities or God before me. Means God is the only one. They should only worship God. Understand, yeah?
Yes.
And then the second, you will not make any statues of any of these deities or similar like that, either within the sky or under the earth. You will not bow down or worship these statues that symbolizes those deities. Because I am your God. I am a jealous God. I guess it's just a kind of translation. God is not jealous. If it's a real God, the high God is not jealous. It's just that you should not worship God and lower deities. You see what I'm saying? Yeah?
Yes, Master.
And even making statues out of them to worship them. And that's a no-no. That's idolatry. They call it, right?
Yes, Master.
No good. Number 3, God transmitted the 10 commandments to Moses. Okay? This is a number 3. The third commandment is, you will not call the name of God aloud. Well, we don't, right?
Yes.
After initiation, you repeat the name of God and relate it to God only in silence, and use the tongue of the mind to repeat when you need to, and during meditation. It's the same, right? Remember?
Yes, Master.
So this is a thing that God has even told Moses, I guess, to give him initiation, and then give him these 10 commandments, and whoever has initiation with Moses later on will have to do the same. Keep the commandments and do not recite the names of God or relate it under God to anyone or without any reason.
Yes.
Like the last time we talked about another story, only the high priest will refer to God's name on that special day only, in a special room, special chamber in the temple. Just like when we give initiation, we go into the special place, any quiet, private place, yeah?
Yes, Master.
In our ashram, and to give the initiation.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And then you will learn to repeat the name of God only at that time. And afterward you repeat in silence, yeah? With the tongue of the mind and with the soul. Okay. All right, that's number 3. Number 4, the 4th commandment is that you have to keep the Sabbath day as a sacred day. Yeah, just like on the Sunday or something, we go meditate together. Yeah, a group meditation. At that day, you forsake everything. You leave all the physical activities and any labor work behind in order to come and attend the group meditation together. On that day, you don't do anything more. That's what God commands. He say, you work 6 days. And during these 6 days, you do everything that you need to do, in your physical environment and activities. But on the 7th day, they call it Sabbath in the Bible. On the 7th day, that is the day that you worship God. And on that day, you and anyone who stays with you should not do any labor work or physical work. Because in 6 days, God created heaven and earth and oceans and all the things that are existing on earth and in the ocean, etc., or in heaven, like stars and stuff, yeah, moon, sun. And then on the 7th day, God blessed the Sabbath and made it holy. Yeah, the 7th day is a holy day. Maybe that's why we call the end of the week Sunday. Yeah.
Yes.
Or in Chinese and Vietnamese, I don't know about other countries, but in Chinese Vietnamese we call that the day of God. Yeah. Jing Chỉ Thiên. Thiên means sky, also means God. Yeah. In Vietnam we call it also as the day of the Lord. Okay? Ngày Chủ nhật. Okay? Chủ nhật hay Chúa nhật is the same, meaning the day of the Lord, of our Master, of the Lord. Maybe that's why. So that day, Jing Chỉ Thiên means Sunday, is a holy day, is a blessed day, is a sacred day. So in that day, God told his worshipper at that time not to do any physical work, but to worship God only. Yeah? Sunday mostly we go for meditation. Yes. And now we still do that, but we do it every day. Normally, God doesn't mean you only do it that day, meaning that you gather together that day to do it. Like a group meditation that we do every Sunday, remember?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And now we do it more. And every day we do our homework at home. We meditate individually or with family members or with a small group of fellow disciples. But Sunday we group together in the ashram. Remember that? Yes? So that's what God even say that before nowadays. But that's normal. It just becomes normal like that. Because in this world, Sunday, mostly people don't work anyway. Yeah, so they get together and worship God, or they go to the church still. You see, tradition still that you go to the church on Sunday.
Yes.
Sun means heaven also. Yeah, that's why they say Sunday. Because the sun symbolizes God. In Vietnam or in other countries, they call it heaven, the sky. You see what I'm saying? The sky also means heaven. And the sun is the brightest in the sky. So it symbolizes heaven.
Yeah.
And it's for heaven that day, for God that day. In the Western terminology. In our terminology, the Asians, they call it the day of the Lord. Day of God. All right. So now, number 5. You have to respect your father and your mother so that your days will be also extended on earth. And because God will bless you that way. In China or in Vietnam, we say, if you respect the elderly, you will live a longer life. You will live longer life. Yeah, this is similar to what God's saying here. Huh? If you respect your parents and take care of them, then you will be blessed to have a longer life on earth. Number 6. You will not kill. Number 7. You will not have sexual misconduct. It is saying here like you don't commit adultery. Okay? Like if you're married, you don't have another physical relationship with somebody else outside of your marriage. Number 8, you will not steal. But Jesus said, whoever steals for bread is not guilty. Okay? Yeah, it depends also. You don't steal on purpose to take away other people's property if you don't need it. But whoever steals bread because of hunger is not guilty. I agree with what Jesus said.
Yes.
When we are in desperate situation, if we cannot ask, then we just take a piece of bread and thank God for that. Then it's different from stealing. Understand me, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, you will not steal things that don't belong to you. Number 9, you will not be a false witness in the accusation for somebody else near you or next to you. Like you don't go to the court and wrongly accuse somebody just for your own benefit or anything else that you know for sure that person didn't do what you say he did. That even God doesn't allow. But nowadays, politicians, they do anything. You saw that yourself.
Master.
If you're American, you know already, right?
Yes.
Number 10, you will not envy the property of your neighbors, yeah, or the wife of someone that's near you or you know, or any of the servants of that person that you know, or any of the animals of that person, the person that you know, or anything at all of the other persons, of your neighbor or somebody that you know, that you envy, you jealous of, and you want them for yourself. Should not do that. Actually, this also should be in stealing, right? Yeah, same, but maybe not. Maybe not. Stealing is more physical, like you go and take something. But this is even not envy, not wanting the things that belong to others. Yeah? Actually, stealing food is a small step. It's not much. When he's poor and hungry or steals for his family or somebody in need, it's not too bad. You know, I don't condemn that. If they need it, it's different. Okay, huh? Yeah.
Yes.
But some people steal big, you know. They steal people's land, people's country, people's properties, people's reputations, people, how you say, success. All this is worse than small things. Do you hear what I'm saying? Yes. And that including those politicians who did everything possible, but not properly, not appropriately, in order to harm the opponent or to climb on top of the opponent in order to get the power in the wrong way, not honestly. You know it already, yeah?
Yes, Master.
In different countries we have that. So now you have enough. You know already the 10 commandments. You all right? In Buddhism, there are also 10 commandments for the second step of Buddhism. Higher, a little higher than the 5 precepts. But almost similar, I think, almost similar. It boils out to the 5 precepts. If you keep the 5 precepts well, that includes many things already. Everything else is just more detailed. Any question or comment concerning that? The 10 precepts. Show me your wisdom and your quick IQ.
If a person of Christian faith lives their life by going to church every Sunday and living a regular life, married with children, and keeping the 10 commandments very well, then how is their spiritual progression into their next life compared to, say, finding an enlightened master and getting initiation?
Compared to being initiated?
Yes.
By a master? Oh, it's different, darling. Initiated by the master, you get enlightened, you contact with heaven daily, and you go up to heaven for sure if you continue meditation and keep the precept as well. But if you just keep the precept like this, yeah, and be an ordinary person, you will be reborn again. Maybe as a good person, in a good position, but reborn again. And once you're reborn again, other karma from other lives may come back to you. That won't let you keep the 10 precepts anymore. You will not be in a position to keep yourself upright and virtuous. You understand now?
Yes,
because this word, according to the sage of China, they say this word is a big dye-in tub. Meaning everybody, affect each other and pollute each other and dye in each other similar color, blackness. Okay? So very easy to fall again. Because you have different karma to be reincarnated in different lifetimes as a different person or different being. This lifetime maybe is your period of good karma.
Yes.
So if you keep a good life like this, maybe next life you can have the same life again.
Yes.
Yeah. But who knows? If your other bad karma will not come to you in the next life. Next life, you never know if you will be born in such a good situation and associate with good people, or be with good friends who can remind you of virtues and moral upright lifestyle again. Okay? Yes. Even the Buddha, in some former lives, he had done something wrong because of the different background, because the different situation, different associations. It is too cruel. I don't want to talk about it. Okay? Yes. But he had to be blind one time. Somebody had to plug his eyes. Yes, it was very gruesome. This life is like that. So you never know if you are lucky to be reborn in a good circumstance again. There was a story about one guy who listened to the saint just a few sentences, listened to him, and then he died after that. And before he died, the saint, the one that was preaching in one lecture that he attended, because a friend took him, whatever happened, that he listened to the saint lecture one time. And then the saint told him, you're going to die soon. When you die, you will meet the church, yeah? And the church will ask you whether or not you want to receive the benefit, the merit of listening to my lecture first, or you want to pay the karma first. So you should say to the church, the one that will judge him, yeah? In the afterlife, you should say to him that you want the benefit of listening to the saint's lecture first. Understand?
Yes.
So that's what he said. And then he can go to meet that saint again in the other level of consciousness. You know, the saints don't always have just a physical body, yeah? The master have different body and lecture in different heavens. So because of that, he can go and listen to the master again on the other level, yeah? From then he has more merit. And then he goes up. He doesn't have to go down to receive the karma. Okay? Yes. You only get wet if you stay outside in the rain. Once you go inside the house and stay there, you'll be safe. So you never know if next lifetime you will have the same opportunity to enjoy good karma, or is it your bad karma period coming to you?
Right.
Yeah, like that. So the best is get out of this world as soon as you can, quickly. And trust your master to take you out.
Yes, master.
The master, the real master, will not lie to you, of course. For what reason would I lie to you? I would be better off, wandering around the world or staying with my good husband or enjoying my life. Oh, why would I have to work so hard? If you live next to me, you will know how hard I work and you will not believe it. Because I'm all alone and I do so many things. Everything is just to connect with the world, to wake them up. Even photographs. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay? Remind them of beautiful nature, to appreciate it, to connect themselves with something good and pleasant and nice and higher than just killing or eating every day other carcasses until you fall and get yourself sick and all that. You see what I'm saying? You never know what will wake them up. It's a different affinity, okay? Yeah. I don't really enjoy this kind of life. Not really. I do it for everybody's sake. I really miss it sometimes so much. A simple life, like in the Himalayas.
Yes.
Very simple life. Even though I had very little money, but I was very happy and carefree. And now sometimes I cannot sleep well. Sometimes I cannot meditate well. And every day something happens to me, my physical and mental. Every day. No fail. But I cannot just leave the humans and the animals in suffering the way I can see it. Before, I did not see that much. I saw sometimes on TV the war, people suffer, and I saw it in Vietnam, but not as deep as now.
Yes.
The more enlightened, the deeper you can feel for other people suffering, and it just pains you. And you cannot just like if you are a doctor, and you see a person wounded, and you could treat him, you would not just turn your face somewhere else and go away, no?
Yes.
Even if it's your off-duty time, you cannot not do it. You cannot not address that person and make him feel well, and then try to bring him to a better place where he's safe and treated. Yeah, it's like that. It became like a duty. It becomes like your goal of life. You cannot do anything else. You cannot not want to do what you're doing. All right, then it's good. Any questions concerning this? Any more questions, my love? So you still want to go back home and be a normal Christian and
No,
have
Master.
family and all that? Good luck. I think you will be not so happy as you imagined. Sorry if that was something that triggered that, but don't. Okay,
Master.
please.
I was just
Life is so
wondering
short.
because it seems many people they know the 10 Commandments, and
Yes.
outwardly they show or they try to keep them, but inwardly maybe not so dedicated
Yeah,
and
it's true.
sincere.
They cannot.
And so I was wondering if they're losing a lot because of that, or if they really do sincerely keep them inside as well as out. There's some kind of spiritual charge that really keeps them progressing spiritually life by life.
Yeah, they go nowhere, baby. They just go back.
Yes. Master.
If they are lucky and good, and if their bad karma is not pounding them next life, then they become a human again.
Yes, Master.
Having a comfortable life, almost like the last life. But if the bad karma period comes, just like the river, in some part of the river is deep, and dangerous, and with whirlpool water, and some river area are flat, are peaceful, and the water runs slowly, not dangerous. A human's karma and life is like that, sometimes up, sometimes down. Even the Buddha became a gecko,
Yes.
due to something that he had done in the last life or other life. It might not catch up with you the next life or this life, but it will catch up next life or the life after. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
To recycle yourself in this shadow world is a very, very dangerous decision and action. You better just get out.
Yes.
The house is burning.
Yes.
Master.
Now you see the pandemic, okay? But it's not the worst. That's not the worst. It could be worse. And the world, sooner or later, will be destroyed too. In the three worlds, no world is safe. You be recycled again, and again forever. Sometimes you go to hell, sometimes you go to lower heaven, sometimes you become human, sometimes you become a gecko even. Maybe you like to try a gecko life?
No.
No,
Master.
Fun, yeah? Oh yeah, my God lah. Okay. But it's good that you ask. It's good that you ask. Because many people maybe ask that question. You see? Yeah. Many, like they say they're Christian, they're Buddhist, they don't need to do anything, they don't need to follow any master because they have Jesus and they worship Buddha and they think that's enough. No, not really. Because your mind will trick you, will make you wander around all over. You cannot really concentrate on the Buddha alone. The Buddha in the Amitabha Sutra, he explained that if you recite the name of the Amitabha Buddha sincerely, one-pointedly, How often can you be one-pointed? Huh? Yeah, one-pointedly, and have to remember all the details of the Buddha's land, the Amitabha Buddha's land that the Sakyamuni Buddha has described. Remember all that. And remember Buddha, don't think of anything else. Then you will be born in his land. The same with Christian people. They think they go to the church singing and then go next door drinking some alcohol and coffee or whatever afterwards. And go home and eating the meat that is killed for them already on the table, and they're not going anywhere, sweetheart. Truly, I'm very sorry. I have to tell you the truth. It's like that. Because this world that distracts you, the world distracts you. You understand?
Yes.
You can't just remember all the time to be good and virtuous. And just to eat meat is already a great sin. It says so in the Bible.
Yes.
Meat for the belly, belly for the meat. And God shall destroy both meat and them.
Yes,
Master.
Be not among meat eaters and wine drinkers. But God said that in the Bible, black and white. No matter how bad they interpret or how much they cut, these things are still in there.
Yes.
Yes.
Master.
Since centuries. Huh?
Yes.
And nobody listens. Nobody. Even some people who know the Bible by heart also don't listen. They continue to eat meat, drink wine.
Yes, Master.
So it's not just in front of the blind, it's talking to the deaf as well. Okay. They read the Bible every day. They go to the church and all that. But they are blind. They don't see these things.
Yes, Master.
That's why the Jewish scholar, what's his name? You remember?
Asa Kesar, Master.
Asa Kesar?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. He's a brilliant Jewish scholar and just like a priest himself, a rabbi. He said in front of the blind. It's really like that. What's the use of having the eyes but don't recognize the most important thing in life? Seeing you see, but you do not perceive. Hearing you hear, but you do not understand. It's in the Bible too.
Yes.
Okay. Any more questions, my love? Any questions? I wasn't making fun of you. Just make it light because you all sit there so serious. I don't dare to even laugh. Yeah. I'm glad you don't want to go back and be a normal Christian. A normal Christian, you have to pay a tax for the church as well. Yeah. My ex-husband told me. I didn't know. Okay. Other people? Other IQ?
Thank you for saving us, Master.
You are welcome. And thank you for letting me. Yes. Really. Because if you don't let me, I'm also helpless. Like the doctor, if the patient doesn't sign the agreement to let him operate, then the doctor also is not allowed to do it.
Yes.
So you are saving yourself. You know that? And I congratulate you. I thank you also. That makes me happy.
Master.
It makes me happy that you're so wise. And it makes me more happy because you stay there and work for Supreme Master Television.
We love
Yes,
it,
that
Master.
helps. That helps a lot of people. You know that? Countless people, visible and invisible. You don't know the astral beings that listen to your TV every day.
Wow.
The angels and yeah, really. The heavenly beings, they're listening, they're watching. Okay? Because they are also not liberated.
Wow.
Yes, they wish they could be humans and to work like you do or to be initiated. Then it's the surer way to be liberated forever because they understand more than the humans. They appreciate more the human's life. Yeah. Of course, the Master is also preaching to them, but they have to go also according to their karmic pattern. And if they want to be liberated, they come down to be humans. Then seek a master, and then go the same road to go up. Okay?
Yes, Master.
So many heavenly gods before, when the Buddha was alive, they came down and listened to the Buddha. They praised the Buddha. And they envied many human beings who were the followers of the Buddha. But because they listened to the Buddha, they can come back as a human and don't have to be born at a lower level, so they have an opportunity to see another master. And then they can get liberated. That's why all the heavens beings come down, listen to many of the masters' teachings when they're preaching or when they're talking. Just like now, if you see, you can see around you, on top of you, the whole sky is full of other beings who are listening.
Wow.
Same when the Buddha was alive, many invisible beings, even astral beings, the king of the astral world, the king of other worlds, they all came to listen to the Buddha preaching. And some of his disciples saw them. That's why we have many stories saying that. Yeah, because they recorded it. The people who saw it recorded it. Anand recorded it from other people who told him.
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Or who told in front of the assembly. Just like sometimes when we have a retreat or we have group meditation, some of your brothers and sisters told their experiences.
Yes, Master.
They say they saw even dragons and other bodhisattvas or heavenly beings present when your master was talking. Remember that?
Yes, Master.
And nowadays we have video. So Anand doesn't have to be so diligent. If he reincarnated again, there's no work for him to do. Yeah, any more? Cannot think of anything? Too busy listening? Huh? Yes, no, yes?
Seems no more questions, Master.
No more? You are sleeping, huh? Only me working, huh? Not fair. Okay, never mind. I'm glad to see you, and I'm glad that you're working for this noble work. Even more noble because you will not see how many people benefit from it. You probably understand that it will benefit the world, but you have not yourself seen it. And sometimes you hear it from hotline or other disciples told you, but you yourself don't know how much benefit your work is giving the world. So even then, you just have faith and do it, and believe in that. And this is very, very unconditional, very selfless. Because most people, when they do something, they want the satisfaction of knowing the result. You see what I'm saying? Yes. So they feel successful, feel happy. We don't even have this. We don't even have this luxury. But now and then we heard it from the hotline or from other disciples. Or at least you have faith. And that's very good of you. Okay? I want to thank you, all of you. And the people outside.
Thank you, Master.
Yes. Bravo. Thank you. Yes, I'm glad that your faith is so strong. And your selfless heart is also very strong. So that even though you don't see the result, you don't have the luxury of experiencing the outcome of your noble work, but you still continue doing it, believing that goodness will bring goodness, and your work, because of goodness, it will bring goodness to the world. To be able to believe that, you must have a very good heart, a very noble intention inside you, even though you might be too humble to recognize that. And it's okay too. It's okay too. Because if we know too much, who knows, maybe our ego will pop up. Then it might be making trouble for our daily concentration in our work. Okay?
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
But believe me, your work is very powerful. You are helping the whole world. And not just the world, but the heavens, lower heavens, and the hell as well. And all the animals are thanking you. And the hell people are thanking you. Heavens are thanking you. even though you, not all of you might see it. But it's all right. We don't have to be happy. We don't have to know the result of our work. But we understand that it is good because we are doing good, right? Yes. Our work must bear some goodness, must bear some good fruit, because it's good work that we're doing. The best work that we're doing, even if we don't see, we don't hear, we know, we believe that it's good. Our work brings goodness to the world. And if you do believe it, it brings good to heaven as well, and to hell. And of course to the animals, obviously. More and more people become vegan because of Supreme Master Television. Of course, it's because of many other saints and sages and good people who are working outside there, okay? Outside of our circle. Like the vegan people, the vegan promoter people, the animal rescue people, the government who approve vegan or approve the end of animal cruelty, etc., etc. All of them are also working very hard and helping the planet. So it cannot be bad. It can only be good and better and better. Okay? Yeah.
Yes.
And for your unshaken faith, I congratulate you and I'm very proud of you. And thank you, of course. Thank you.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you for being our inspiration, Master. You inspire us every day.
For sure, I'm Superwoman. If you see my table, my desk, full of wires, all different colors, different kinds, then you know for sure I'm Superwoman. Because I don't know if any ordinary woman can live, sleep, and meditate or function in this kind of environment. Except for you guys. You are, I say, machine geek, yeah? Computer geek. You love computer. You love anything machine. Yeah, I'm a woman. I don't love it. I'm a poet, actually, at heart.
Yes, Master, you are.
Yeah, I love to make songs. I love to write poetry. I love to take photographs of beautiful things. I'm softer than my man, and now I have to be tough. Do all these kind of things. To you, maybe it's nothing, but for me, it's really a big, big job to connect all these wires.
It's a lot, Master. It's a lot.
Even it's a lot for you?
It's a lot for you, Master.
It is for me.
Too much.
I confess. I'm not saying I'm that tough. That this is a piece of cake. No, it's not. I can't believe I did all this, connecting this and that and others together and making it function. Yeah, I could even talk to you. I wanted this long ago, yeah, but I thought it's not possible for a computer zero like me, yeah? Because although a superwoman like me, I don't know if tomorrow or next day we will have a chance to talk to each other. Okay, huh? Yes. Who knows? We take one day at a time. Whenever we can, we count it as a very, very miraculous blessing. Yeah? Okay? Yes. Yeah. All right. Okay. If you don't have any more questions, then I will tell you about another story. You want that?
Yes, please. Thank you, Master.
Okay, you want to hear about Satan or you want to hear about Moses and the ants?
Moses and the ants.
Moses, good. We just talked about him, right? So we continue this way. Yes. This is the first book. And the stories in this book are simple and easy to listen to, easy to digest. So that's why I started with it. You know, in the second and third book, it'll be more sophisticated, deeper spiritually. Okay? And I just remember vaguely like that. I can't remember all the stories in there. Okay, so now Moses and the ants. Originally, I didn't choose it. I didn't choose this one. I thought it's too short and it's not much. But by the way, I saw it today. when Moses was on Mount Sinai and was blessed with the initiation and the Ten Commandments. I wonder if this was really God himself personally, or it was the master who transmitted to him all this initiation. You see that what we read is like initiation, yeah? The commandments and the silent the remembrance of God, but not to speak loudly about God's name, yeah?
Yes.
Or in any occasion at random, it is forbidden. So it's like maybe there was a saintly master who gave him this initiation on the Mount Sinai. Most masters, they like to live on a mountain, far away from the dust of the world. So maybe there was a physical master that gave him initiation and these 10 commandments. And then God came down and told them. Concerning the bush with the fire, maybe the master sat under the tree, surrounded by the cooling bushes, yeah, and trees and plants. And the fire is the light from the master that emits from his being or her being. You understand now?
Yes, Master.
And then normally, like in India, the people look upon the master as God personified. Just like many of your brother and sister also address me thus. Remember? Yeah? Yes. Because I think the master represents God, and sometimes they call him or her God-man, or God-woman, yes, or Holy Mother from God, something like that. So I guess that Moses was on the Mount Sinai having the master's initiation, yeah? And of course he could see God through the initiation, through the light and the sound of God, of the music and light of heavens. So now he was there on Mount Sinai, and then God gave him the 10 commandments. Afterward, Moses told Israel's descendants about God's 10 commandments. But they did not keep it. They did not believe Moses has seen God and the 10 commandments. And so they became idolatrous also, yes. They made not even just a statue of any past saint even, or any heaven or angels even. They made the statues of golden calf?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And they worship that. Because one of Moses' brother or relatives, family member, told them that I have a golden calf. You should believe in it. It's easier. What for you believe Moses when he said about God you don't even see? I have the golden calf you can see. So you should worship the calf. So everybody listen to that person. Who was that? Was Moses' brother or cousin or? I forgot. Anyway, you can see wherever there is a positive pole, there's a negative that spring up, yeah? Yes, just like in Jesus' life or Buddha's life. There was Judas, or there were other opposing him, or the Buddha's cousin, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, now they even worshipped the golden calf instead of God. So God punished them with a big plague, and 30,000 people died from that pandemic. Oh, 30,000 is a lot for that time, yeah? Because there was only a small group of people who follow Moses out of Egypt. Remember? Yes. They were in Egypt and they were slaves working for the Pharaoh of Egypt at that time to build this and that and others, and they were treated like slaves. Yeah, they were even forbidden to openly worship God in their own religion. They went out of Egypt. And it's not like a big group. So 30,000 people died from the pandemic. That is a very big number for them. You understand? You can imagine, right? Okay. Yes. It's not just that they worshipped the golden calf. They also sinned against the 10 commandments. You see, because God said don't kill, don't steal and all that. But they probably did all that because they ate meat. And instead of eating the vegan diet, that God has told Moses to do. That is sinning more together with the worshipping of the, the statue of the calf. That is the sinning. Very, very sinful. The eating of the meat. That's why in the Bible it says meat for the belly and belly for the meat, and God shall destroy both meat and them. Just like one time they asked God to give them, they say, you gave our ancestor manna, cannot you give meat as well? So God rained down meat for them to eat, and God destroyed them all. You see that?
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
So it's a precept, it's a commandment that they also sin against God's will, against God's rules. Not just the worshiping of the calf only, because they went the wrong way. They don't worship God, they don't keep God's commandments, they just worship the calf, and then they think the calf will help them, bless them, so they could do anything they wanted. And they sinned further down, eating meat and killing and all that. That's why God punished them by the plague, by the pandemic. At that time, Moses, the greatest master at that time, prayed to God, "Dear God, how come you kill all your children up to this extent?" So the Holy God, the God who has all grace and blessing, answered Moses, "I did that because they sinned." Yes. So Moses asked again, "But how many people sinned among them? You should think of all the innocent who also died with them, like collectively, died with them, without doing anything bad, without sinning." So after a while, after praying to God and saying God should consider others who are innocent and also have to die together with the sinners, when God made a plague and they died together, sinner and not sinners together. But after the conversation with God, Moses felt very sleepy. Yes. And then when he was asleep, there were some ants that crawled onto his legs and bit his legs. Moses, half asleep, half awake, just, killed them. Used the hand to slap them, and they died. When you're half asleep,
Yes, Master.
If some mosquito is kind of in love with you, have a crush on you, and comes too near, then you just don't understand. It's just itching, and you just say like that. So Moses did that with the ants, many ants who crawled on his legs, and some bit his legs. So they died. And then God asked Moses, "Moses, why did you kill this group of ants?" Moses said, "Because they bit me." Bite. And then God asked him again, "How many ants bit you?" "Just some. One ant, 2 ants, or 3, 4 ants. And then you killed many of them, many tens of them. As if you could not discriminate between the one who bit you and the one who did not bite you. So the same, I also cannot differentiate who sinned and who did not." Okay, therefore there was an idiom saying that when the fire ignites in the forest, it will burn all the dry wood and the fresh living trees. It will burn all the rotten trees, dry trees, as well as the living trees. So do you understand this story?
Yes.
What then? What does he want to say? I relax now. I sit back, put my feet on the table. I wear trousers. It's a proof. Okay, tell me. What does the story want to say? You knew this before.
It's the collective karma if he kills so many.
Yes.
Bravo. Very good. Yeah. Collective karma. Yes. So even if you are with the wine drinkers and meat eaters, you will have also collective karma from them. You got that?
Yes.
Whoever sits next to you, you share some karma with that person. Like it or not. It's just like when we are with the pandemic infected people, we get infected even though we don't see anything. We don't see the virus, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
We don't see the sickness with that person, but we get it. So imagine, the karma is the same. Huh? You don't have to see it. You don't have to feel it. You will get it all the same. That's why the Chinese say that our society is a big, big dyeing tub. You know, dye color? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. He means polluted. Dyeing is it's just like you rub off, color on each other. Yeah, you dye the colors together. Like in the tub, you put everything in it, it will be the same color. Yeah?
Yes.
People dye clothes with color, yeah? From the white cotton they put in there and it's all become the same color, like that. So it just means pollution. Polluting each other by energy, by bad magnetic fields, by bad thoughts, by bad examples. And invisibly, the bad energy, the vibe of the next person pollutes you and makes you slowly become like them, or at least half like them. That's why we in the West also say, tell me who your friends are. Then I can tell you who you are.
Yes.
I can describe who you are, what kind of person you are, like that. In Vietnam, we say you have to select friends to be together. It's similar. In many countries, they say the same. In China, they also say, if you're near the light, then you feel bright. Yes, you can see things in a bright manner. If you play with the ink, you get black dot or black effect on your body or your clothes. Okay? Yeah. All right. So this is a simple story and it's not explaining anything, but you should know that this is like telling people about the collective karma, yeah?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
All right then. So any other idea or question coming from that story? Yes or no? Yes or no? No or yes?
No.
No, Master.
No? Oh, sit there just like waiting for Mama to tell you everything. Spoon feeding. Open your mouth. Wider. Yum yum. Okay. Huh? So, actually, we have all heard that. We all know about collective karma and the karma of our ancestors even. Yeah? Because we have this DNA connection. If our parents do something bad, we also inherit some karma. And in the national law, if one of the family members do some bad things, that affects the family too. Yeah, sometimes the family also have to go to jail. It depends. In the former centuries, old feudal systems, like you have the king and queen and royalty. I mean, the old times, not these times, but the old times. If you committed some offense to the king or the royal family or to the nation, like maybe betrayers or traitors of the nation, then not just you were chopped head, but the 3 generations also together died with you. chopped head also.
Wow.
Yeah. They killed three generations, so nothing was left of your names, of your family, of your power, nothing left so that nobody could revenge. You understand that, huh? So this is some kind of collective karma also. Lucky we don't have this kind of system anymore, huh? So nowadays, whoever commits a crime, that person is responsible alone. Mostly like that. It depends. If you don't cooperate with that criminal in your family, then maybe you're free. Yes. Lucky we have a better law nowadays. Mostly.
Yes, Master.
All right, my love.
Master, in this story, because they worship the cow, like some deity, so God punished them. But in Taiwan also have many different religion and also worship like this. They will cause some karma because of that.
You want me to offend 23 million people? Yeah, I apologize for my truthfulness. Yes, they do. They do, because they don't worship the real God. They worship some statues of some, but at least they worship some statues, some saints, okay? And some deities. But those Israelis before, Jewish before, they worshipped the calf, the baby cow, in the statues even. Not even a human, not even a saint. But mind you, Taiwan is not the only country. Many Taiwanese people are Buddhist, or Yiquan Tao, or Tao Chao, yeah, or Christians. They don't worship animals, do they? No, huh?
No.
Okay. So there's a difference, okay? There's a difference. The people at that time, they were just too ignorant that they even worshipped just a baby cow statue. Even though a cow is very sweet and gentle, yes, it's good also. But to worship a cow above God and neglecting God to worship a cow instead, that is not correct. Because God gives you everything that you have in life, even your life. Without God, we don't exist. Without the cows, we can exist. The cows maybe give you some milk. You know, in old times, we relied on that to make cheese, to make butter, and to plow your field. Maybe the cow was a very beneficial one. But to worship that instead of God is a sin. You understand now?
Yes.
It's too ignorant. Besides, God already said, I am a jealous God. Taiwan is not the only country that worships many different beliefs, you know, different deities. They worship God in Christianity. They worship the Buddha. They worship Lao Tzu, Confucius, and all the good saints in the past, okay? Mostly like that. And they have statues of the local earth god, you know, the local god who takes care of their village or their province. Actually, they don't really worship them, just like respect. Just like you have a president, yes, and he or she is the one and only top, yes? But by the way, you see the police, you salute, yeah?
Yes, Master.
If the police stop you, you be nice to the police. You call him officer. You call her officer. That's what I do. And that makes their job, their day better. Yeah, because they deal with negative events all the time in their life. They work very hard, the police. So that doesn't mean if I salute the police and I talk nice to him and respect him, doesn't mean I don't recognize the president of the country or the king of the country. You got that?
Yes, Master.
In the case of the story that we have just read, Moses helped them with the blessing of God to bring them out of slavery. And God declared that I am the one who took you out of Egypt. and free you from slavery. And they did not believe that. Even Moses said that. They knew Moses made a couple of miracles, during the journey from Egypt. Even the sea water split in the middle so that the Israeli people could walk through without being drowned. And after that, the water closed back again and drowned many of the Egyptian soldiers. The ones who were after them wanted to kill them because the king changed his mind. First, he promised to free them and then let them free. But then after they left, somebody said something to the king, or the king was feeling unsure, and then he sent soldiers after them. And then the sea closed. It just split in two for the Israelis to walk through. After that, the soldiers came, they all drowned and died because the water closed again. You see what I'm saying? Like normal. Yes. And they all drowned there. Moses also found water for them by striking a rock to find water for them in the desert. So even if they did not believe in God, they should have believed in Moses. Moses is an upright man. Why would he lie to them that he has seen God? That God has told them to keep these 10 commandments and to worship the God that Moses had been in contact with. So these people, a group of them are bad.
Yes, Master.
A group of them are bad because one of the bad persons in there became a leader and brainwashed them to not believe in Moses, but believe in a calf, a golden calf. Of course, a gold calf. Everybody likes gold, so gold. Of course, gold. God we don't see, but gold we see. So they're just ignorant. And a bad leader always makes people fall into the wrong way. Yeah, just takes one person, one bad person who talks sure-footedly and talks loud and talks confidently and has some little eloquence, and people believe him and follow them a lot like that. So God punished them. But the Formosa people, they worship past masters, like in Taoism and in Confucianism and in Buddhism, like that. Equan Tao is also Buddhist, from Buddhists. The Formosa people, they worship past masters, like in Taoism and in Confucianism and in Buddhism, like that. Equan Tao is also from Buddhists. They worship the Qigong Hofo, they call him. Qigong Hofo meaning the living Qigong, the living Buddha. They say that every day, but they don't realize that Qigong Buddha is gone already. Not a living Buddha anymore. It's better they seek the living Buddha, living master. Yeah, sometimes people are very funny, Yes. Yeah, they forget. Just like in Sikhism, they worship the teaching of the master in the form of the Granth Sahib. All the teachings of all the great masters are written in there. That is wonderful to worship, fine. But in there it says you should seek living master also. But they did not see that, did not realize that. So they just worship the teaching of the master in that book every day. That book is holy for them. Of course, it's good. Then in the book it tells you to do good things and all that. But the main point is to look for the master so that you can hear the sharp, means the heavenly music. Sharp means the sound. And see the light through a living master. It's stated in that Granth Sahib, big Bible of the Sikh. But how many people realize that? Just like in the Bible it says, don't be with the meat eater and wine drinker even. Not to talk about eat meat and drink wine yourself. But how many people follow that? They read it every day. The priests know all about it and they go to the church every Sunday. But how many people follow that advice? You see what I'm saying now?
Yes.
In India, they also worship many deities, and they worship also animals. They worship even snakes and mice. Yeah. There are temples built for snakes. There are temples built for mice. And people go there and eat and drink together with the mice and wish to be born as a mouse. Some people go and offer milk and flour and all that for the mice to eat. And the people, the followers, go there and drink the milk for the mice together in the same bowl. Whatever the mice already drank, they also drink it, hoping to have blessing from the mice. And eat the mice left over, hoping also to be born as a mouse. And some worship cow also, of course, living cows. If you go to India, you see what I'm saying is true. And you don't have to. Maybe you read some books and they write about it, okay? And documentary films. I'm telling you the truth. You believe me or not?
Yes, Master.
And you go there and see people worship the mice. And the cow. Of course, the cow we can understand because in India before, they have only cow milk. Cow milk for babies, for the sick people, and for making medicine, for making cheese and butter and all that for them. All these centuries and thousands of lifetimes. So they are appreciative to the cow. I mean, most Indian people, not all of them. Some of them eat them also because of influence of other religions. Like that. It's even so bad that the government made a law nowadays in some states in India, made laws to forbid people to harm or hurt the cow or kill the cow, anything. In some places, if you kill the cow, you go to jail for life even. I like that because the cows are harmless. He eats only grass or leftover garbage, Yeah, they don't do any harm to anybody. They are very, very docile. Now you are happy with my answer, yeah?
Yes, thank you,
Any
Master.
more doubts? Any more other questions spring from that?
I just wondering because the culture like to pray for study, pray for prosperity. They like to pray for some deity about those things, mountain things.
Well, if it helps them, because for some people, God is too far-fetched. Yes, the teaching of the saints and all that, they think they cannot do it. They cannot follow because they are just ordinary persons, they are just an ignorant beings and they look down upon themselves because they don't see the Buddha nature in themselves. There's no master who can open their wisdom eye, let them see that there are great beings within themselves, within this physical body. Even though the Bible says that you are the temple of God and the Holy Spirit dwells within you, or God is within you. Buddha nature you have. But saying is saying. Believing is another thing. People have been poisoned for too long. They have no more self-confidence. They have no more trust in anything that they don't understand or don't see. Only the Master can make them see. And only if they are even up to it yet. Because the Masters, mostly they are compassionate. They just give everyone a chance. But not all of them, even initiated people, would understand that much. But if they continue practicing and being faithful, then, of course, sooner or later, they will also catch up with those who can see immediately, or who have a strong faith. Like Jesus said, blessed are those who don't see but believe, because for them is the kingdom of God. Yes. Okay, now we are in this difficult world, very hard world, and we influence each other as a big dying tub. So if one person says, oh, the local God is very, very, very responsive. If you pray to him, you bring some gift to him, then tomorrow, whatever you ask will come true. It might come true, it might not. The small God maybe can help you a little bit. But it could be also your karma that changed for the lucky tide now. You see, just like the tide in the ocean, it ebbs and flows. In this world, you have to know, my love, it's so difficult for ordinary people out there to earn a living, to marry off her daughter, to cure his grandparents' sickness, to minimize the suffering of their relatives and friends due to disease or trouble. So they don't see God. They cannot see God. So they have to grab on anything they can see. Any statues of the past saints, any written past teaching of the saints. They worship it, they pray to it. And sometimes it works if they are very sincere. Then, of course, the angels, the saints, the sages are never far away. They have what they can, according to their karma. If their karma is about this much good, they add on more to make their wish come true. Then they begin to believe more. Next time they ask the same book of the teaching of the saint, or next time they come back to the same local deity to bring more apple, whatever they bring. Or they worship some ghosts or some demons that they don't see around them, just to help, to bless them, or to minimize their trouble, or at least don't cause them more trouble. And it works, then they do again and again and again. And then they spread it out to the neighbors, to their children, to their family, their friends who do the same. Do you understand now?
Yes.
Because this life is too hard to earn a living, to stay sane, to be above poverty, or even just to have enough food. 2-3 meals a day. Sometimes people have only 1 meal every day. Not because they are monks or nuns, just because they don't have the fortune to afford 2 meals or 3 meals. You know that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Some don't even know if tomorrow they even have 1 meal. This world is so hard, and once you lost something, you lost everything else. And in many countries, you know that, a lot of homeless people, because they just lost their job, or they just been so ill that they spend all their savings, and they cannot get up to catch up again to the former lifestyle or the former standard of life that they had. And they became homeless. They're begging on the street. Everybody afraid of that situation. They don't want that to happen to them. So they pray here, pray there, they go worship this and worship that, just in case it works. Because they don't know what else to do. Do you understand now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So we cannot even look down upon them also. We also cannot feel disrespectful for this kind of activities and worship. For most people, that's the only comfort they have. At least it comforts them. Give them hope.
Yes,
Give them hope that maybe the deity will help, will bless, and will make trouble less or make the trouble disappear. Give them hope. Because in this life, hope is the best human can have. In daily life, dealing with all kinds of trouble, difficulties. Even if you have a job, it doesn't mean heaven. Because you have the boss, the big boss on top, pushing for production. The lower boss between, kicking you to be faster, to work harder. Even if you are sick that day, even you are in trouble with your wife or in trouble with your children, you still need to work. And if you are in front of the public, like the news readers, the journalists, the reporters, you have to smile no matter what. If you are an actress and actor, you have to make people happy in your role. You cannot remember your trouble. Even if you remember, you cannot act on it. This life is so hard, so hard. We are lucky, we don't know that life. But imagine if it's you. You work in a very hard, competitive, sometimes toxic atmosphere just to earn a living, and still not sure if you can continue to do your job. Sometimes you just lose your job like that for no reason or very little reason because you're powerless. And you need that job for yourself, for your family, to have a dignified life. It's very, very hard. So people just worship anything, pray to anything. It's like that. The same with the people Israel at that time when Moses was leading them in the desert. It's a very short distance from Egypt to Israel, to Jerusalem. But somehow they run around or lost themselves in the deserts for 40-something years. You understand now?
Yes, Master.
And before that, they believed that God gave them a promised land, Israel. They believed that God give them that promised land. After Egypt, they will find that land, quickly settle down and have their life back. But they were lost in the desert for 40-some years, and they were desperate. Yes, even though they had Moses and all that, who strongly believed in God because of his own experience, direct contact with God or through the Master on Mount Sinai. But still, how many people can hang on to Moses' faith without having the experience themselves? Maybe some people followed Moses and were initiated and also had some experiences like him. But not everybody have good experiences, the direct contact like that with the light and the sound. And not everybody can believe anything that they don't see. So for 40 years plus, they wander around in the desert. Imagine how hard a life that was. After being slaves in Egypt for so long, even having to hide their own faith and religions and working like slaves under hardship, under the whip, under the oppression, of the Egyptian authority at that time. And then, relieved, went out of Egypt and thinking that they will find their promised land very soon. It should have been sooner because it's not far from Egypt to Israel. It's not too far, is it?
No, Master.
It would not take 40 years, no?
No, Master.
Even on foot.
No.
But it took 40 years. Imagine how much hardship they had to endure in the desert. They probably brought some provision with them and planted something, but they never knew if there's rain or if there's water in front of them or not. They had to walk and walk and walk under the scorching sun and freezing nights that they could not even sleep well and all that. And maybe they lost faith in the promise of God. Do you get it?
Yes,
Yes, Master.
For anybody, it's easy to lose faith. Look like they could never find their promised land. After 40 years long wandering, lost in the desert, enduring so much hardship, without water sometimes. Because in the desert, you don't always find water.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And then sandstorm could bury you anytime. It's not like they build houses like now, that they could hide inside. And not like everywhere they went would have water. Not like everywhere they went they could even settle down and plant vegetables and all that to eat. How much money could they take with them? How much could they trade? How much could they buy in the desert?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
So, of course, they sin against God, against the so-called jealous God. But I guess this is not a higher God. Of course, most humans cannot contact the higher God, cannot contact God Almighty, because we are too deep below here. Too deep, too deep. Yeah? All right. Too deep because we bury ourselves in our own wrongdoings, in our unfaithfulness to our own kingdom within. Too deep because we kill so many masters, life after life. Too deep because we kill each other. Numerous, uncountable numbers. Too deep because we kill everything else. All the animals, innocent animals to eat. From the deep sea to the high in the sky, we eat them all. So the consequence is that we are burying ourselves every day. So we hear nothing, we see nothing. Even the Bible is written like that. Don't eat meat, don't drink wine, don't kill all the sea sheep and the he bullocks to worship me because I don't want any of that blood. And they still do it, to eat it themselves. And on some festivals to worship God, they kill lambs and turkey, chicken, whatever. To thank God, they kill the millions of turkeys to celebrate Christ's birth, which is a joyous occasion for life. They kill so many turkeys. You know that, right? And chickens and whatever.
Yes, Master.
Oh, God. How can we expect mercy if we are merciless like this? So even the people in the desert turn away from God and worship the cow instead. Even the baby cow, the calf in gold, because gold is shining, is more practical, is more reality.
Yes.
Something that symbolizes what they want, richness, possessions, comfort, real life. Not toiling around, getting lost in the desert like this. So of course they grab at the calf. Even if inside they don't believe, they try to believe that person who says worship the calf is good for you. Because they're so desperate. Do you understand now?
Yes, Master.
God, if I were God at that time, I would forgive them. But the thing is, the less they believe in God, the less they will find their promised land sooner.
Yes, Master.
But for an ordinary, ignorant person, how can you blame him? Look at the angels, fallen, sitting next to God, having all the blessing and glory and everything that need fallen from heaven. Look at our forefather, Adam and Eve, fallen. How would we, the ignorant people, not fall? Tell me.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
So the humans are to be pitied, to be loved, forgiven, and helped. That's why I did not give up. That's why I don't give up, even though I don't know how I continue. Just so much work every day. Sometimes I think I hope I can. Sometimes I feel very dizzy in the middle of nothing. I just washed some dishes and I felt so dizzy. I had to hold on to something. I was checking some news just in case that you don't know it, I will tell you. Otherwise, I would not be able to explain to you, even though you collected them yourselves. You see, like today, the question you asked about the UFO, yes, and about the black hole, I also have to know some of it. Otherwise, I cannot answer you. These are modern things and a real topic of our world, apart from heaven. People just know much about the world. We have to talk their language. If I just talk about heaven all the time, people think we don't see anything. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't see any evidence that heaven exists even. So now I feel sorry for these Israeli people who were lost in the desert for 40-some years and even had many bloody battles in order to keep Israel during the course of all these centuries. Very, very pitiful lot of the humans at that time. And now still have to struggle and fight for survival, for the existence in their so-called promised land. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
That life was not as merciful, as lucky as the life we have now, even though we don't have much and we work a lot, but we still have some peace, some safety.
Yes, Master.
So for the Israeli people at that time, it's not what we are right now. Imagine, they're homeless.
Yes, Master.
They're wandering in the desert even. So after 4 decades long, of course they lost some faith. And that is also forgivable. Yes?
Yes.
But never mind. I just hope that God destroy their bodies, but forgive their souls, so that they can redeem their sin that way. Yeah, by dying that way. And then their soul can have redemption and restart a new life somewhere else in some other body. Okay, huh?
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Okay. So maybe God forgave them in that way by punishing them so that they can cleanse their sin and start anew again.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Just like karma, you pay and then you are cleansed of it. But it's just between humans, between you and I as humans. I just explained to you that they are to be pitied, yes, to be forgiven, because they are just humans with the earthly flesh and a simple mind, and they have been slaves all their lives in Egypt. Even their generation, from generation to children, all that, have been slaves for so long, hardship, under the yoke, under beating, under oppression already. And then they thought they would find their promised land soon. But 4 decades wandering in such a harsh condition in the desert is not for anybody to be able to hold it together, however strong the faith is.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Moses was a leader, of course, and he had experience with light and sound and God and all that, of course. And he had more privilege than his people, and he had to be strong. But ordinary people, they cannot always hold on to such a faith like Moses had. So they fell. But God should know that even his angels fell. And his created humans also fell. So the Israeli people, they are just many other generations apart from the blessing of Eden already. So if they fell, it's not a surprise. Yeah? It's not a surprise. It's very easy to fall in this world. So I want to explain to you, that's why the Taiwanese people or the Indian people, they worship other deities and ask favor from them.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Even though in Taiwan or India, life is not like Moses and his people in the desert, but it can be very hard for many people. In Taiwan, even there are many people who live under the poverty line. The government has to help. And in India, many people live way, way, way below the poverty line. You know that, right?
Yes, Master.
They live on the street. The street is their home. If they could even sell things there or do anything on the street to earn a meager living. Very low standards of living. India has many billionaires and millionaires also and rich people, but has more percentage of poor people. So they just worship anything, they call on anything just to help them in time of their desperation. And we cannot blame them. We can only feel sorry for them and pray for them so that they can wake up, so that they can have more blessing, so that their life will become better. Their soul will be more free from the struggle of this physical existence, so that they can somehow remember God, remember Buddha, remember their self-nature, so they can seek enlightenment. Okay, huh, baby?
Yes.
Thank you, Master.
I mean, Mr. Honey, sweetheart. Don't sue me, huh? Because I read on the news, one of the staff sue Governor Cuomo for calling her sweetheart. Oh my God. In America, they call everybody sweetheart. Sometimes it's just a habit to say, like a friendly address. Like in England, they call everybody love. Okay, my love. Yes, love. Goodbye, love. Like that. To the people they don't even know, in supermarkets and all that, they talk sweet. And sweetheart is some normal thing to say in America. Yes?
Yes.
Master.
Say he flirted with her and called her sweetheart. Oh my God. What should he call her then? You there? You sweetheart or not? Sure. All right then. So our world is a funny tragedy. Okay? Whatever happens, no surprise. As long as we live, we help our fellow beings and the animals. Foremost in my heart is the animals. They suffer too much, nobody cares. They scream, nobody hears. They yell, nobody cares. They get kicked, they get poked with knife, with the forks, or with the spear, whatever object. They treat them just like you treat a stone, with no feeling, nothing like that. Kick them, cut their throat alive, barbecue them alive like that. Oh my God, we have become demons. Many of us have become demons, not fit for Eden anymore, not like humans even. It's terrible. One influences the others, one infects the others, and we have become a demon's race on this planet. One is doing that, the other one is condoning that, the other one is accepting that, and the other one is just ignoring that like nothing happened.
Oh Buddha, hurry now, leave samsara.
I read some news before when I was still searching news for you. Somewhere a grandfather was very proud to announce on the news that his granddaughter, only not even teen, I think 9 years old or 11 maximum, that she harvested a bear with a gun first time. And he was very proud of it. You know the bear?
Yes.
The wild bear, and they went into the forest to kill them. First, I did not understand the word harvest. Why harvest a bear? Because harvest, I thought only for cereals, you know?
Yes.
Like we harvest rice and corn and, vegetables, fruits, yeah?
Yes.
I didn't know they use that for bears, so they treat them just like an insentient being, like no feeling, no pain, nothing. And to teach a little girl like that, at her tender, pure, innocent age, to kill a bear and feel proud of it, this is utmost cruelty. You see that? One person fell, dragged the other to go with him. Yeah. I'm telling you, sometimes I sit down after busy work. I'm tired, but I cannot forget all this. I thought, what kind of world is this? How am I even living in here? How anybody live in this kind of almost hellish world? Harvest a bear. And it's official language, and I read in some other news, or some of the governors to let the harvest of the animals go further, extend it, for example, like that. To harvest the deer or the others, bear or whatever they harvest. My God, just to use that word, make people feel numb. I feel like, okay, it's just like harvesting fruit or rice or corn or vegetables, just to dim their feeling already of compassion and connectedness inside with other living beings. Yes. To say hunting is already something, but to harvest, you only harvest what you saw, no?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Harvest is mean reaping what you saw, like you saw rice, you saw corn, you saw vegetables, you plant fruit trees and you harvest them. Yes. The bear, they're doing nothing. They're eating inside the jungle. They don't bother you. You go into their home and kill them like that, mercilessly, and call that harvest, like it's your right to go and just kill at random anytime and feeling proud of it. And teaching young, tender, innocent little girl to do that also. It's just like taking the children, teaching them to fish. I saw that one time with my own eyes. And I said, how can you do that? I was crying there. And they were so proud, to getting a little fish up into the air. I said, my God, she's grasping for air. Just let her free. But they were so proud of it. Told the boy, oh, you good boy, you did a good job, and all that stuff. While I was crying inside and outside, feeling, the suffocation and pain in the throat, like the fish. Imagine if it's you You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
If somebody hooks into your mouth and hooks in your throat like that, imagine how you feel. And at the same time, block your nose, block your mouth so you cannot breathe even. The same feeling with the fish outside the water. You know, they suffocate. Oh, gosh. Okay, my love. I think, you have any more questions? A good question that you asked today. It's very good reaction. I like that. I like that we have reaction between us and not just sit there listen to me lecturing. It's a boring, snoring. Yeah. Tell me, any more questions?
Well, Master, I have one more question.
Please tell me.
Why did the Israelites have to suffer so much? Why did they have to go through slavery, 40 years in the desert? Did they incur some kind of a karma from past lives for them to go through this?
Sure, did no? Sure. Sure. Nothing happened without anything to cause it. As you sow, so shall you reap. Huh? Well, at least suffering bodily discomfort is not as bad as suffering of the soul, not as bad as you suffering in hell. Well, at least they had Moses, you see. It's just that the people who turn away from God mostly go the wrong way. Or maybe they have the wrong God, the lower God. Thus their life is not as good, not as liberated as the people who worship the real God and who have the real master to cleanse their karma. This is a problem. That's why I told you, Christian or not, don't come back to this life. Don't come back. You never know when your blessing runs out and your bad karma pounds back, fly back to you. Nothing is lost in the universe. It's just being stored away, maybe waiting for your next lifetime. I just told you the story about the guy who listened to the master preaching only one time and then he got to be liberated. Huh? He goes to heaven and then listen again there because he will meet that master again because of the affinity he saw on earth. So he meet that master again. And he lectures him, teaches him, and then he go up, 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 up. See that?
Yes.
So he's out of the karma zone. Yeah, it's like that. Just like you're out of the war zone. You're safe. You don't have to hear cannons at night. You don't have to see people, dead body everywhere. You don't have to see the children crying because their parents gone. You don't have to see the people lost their arms, their legs, lost their livelihood, lost their wife, husband, children, etc. Yes?
Yes, Master.
You are out. Even if you're refugees, you live in the refugee camp for a while until you go somewhere else, but you're out of the war zone. Just like the refugees, they left the war zone. They don't worry about being killed by bullets at night or when they sleep or in daytime or anywhere. They just stay in the refugee camp and wait to be resettled somewhere else. Yeah? Like that. Karma is a scary thing. I don't wish for anybody to come back to this life ever, ever again. I wish my best in the heart, the best in my heart wish is that everybody is liberated from this shadow world. That's what I want. Nothing else I want. Nothing else I wish for. I told heaven, even if I have to be punished and stay all alone here or in hell somewhere, but everyone else, including all the animals, are liberated. I'm more than infinite times willing to do it. And heavens know that. And you are my witness. I talk openly, so you know. This is my heart's wish. Because Even if you come back as a king, as a president, prime minister, you suffer. Okay, you never know what's the next step that you take. You might fall in the ditch, in the pit. Yeah, I mean karmic-wise, okay? You can see many kings are killed, assassinated, many powerful people, recent years, yeah? Like in Arab Spring, for example, powerful personage, leader of the country, killed like a criminal like that, in front of everybody, just like that. Whether or not he did anything wrong or more wrong than anybody else, that remains to be proved. Just a normal soldier, somebody just put a bullet in his head and he died in front of camera, in front of everybody like that. You know already what I'm saying, right?
Yes, Master.
Yes. And today you're president and tomorrow you are a criminal. Yes, you're in jail. And even while you are president, it's not like people leave you alone to do your job, huh?
Yes.
They slander you, they belittle you, they call you names, they drag you down, they do anything possible in the human's way to belittle you, to trample upon you, to degrade you, to make you lose all your dignity or reputation or chance to be elected again, etc. even. You know all that.
Yes.
So to be anybody in this world is nothing. It's really nothing, worse than nothing. It's better we get out of this world. That's the best you can do.
Yes, Master.
We don't live that long, even if you're still young. You never know. So we just do what we can to help others to awaken. That's the best we can do for ourselves, also for our other 5, 6, 9, 10 generations. That's the best you are doing. The best of all the jobs that you get. And I thank you for knowing that. I thank you for being wise enough to know that. And I thank you for being wise enough to hold on to your faith. And even with my blessing, that you don't fall like the angels, like our forefathers. You got that? I'm proud of you. One day you still stay, one day I'm proud of you. Thank you. God bless you. God bless all of you.
Thank you, Master.
And whomever connected with you and whomever you love. Do you have other questions?
I have one question, Master, about Moses and the ants.
Yes.
I think previously Master mentioned that ants came from like the negative force.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean then that when Moses, it's not really killing because they're just from the negative force?
Negative force, it depends on where. Of course, ants, they are not like high beings, yeah? Okay? They are not on the high level of the creation, that is for sure. All right?
Yes, Master.
And anything, mostly anything in this world is from low level. Even humans, you can see the thing they do are lower than low. Wicked, cruel, yeah? Merciless. You got that?
Yes.
So if it's not from negative, then from what? Some people are possessed or influenced by demons doing bad things. Or because they eat too much meat and sometimes the meat has poison in it. They become insane, lose their mind. So they do bad things, they don't even know it. They don't even think that's bad things. Yeah, they kill people for nothing. They do all kind of things. They rob, they molest people. They don't think it's bad things because they're badly influenced by the negative power. So we can call that they're from the negative.
Yes, Master.
And sometimes it's due to a curse, okay? That some insects bite you. Disciples, karma, for example. Before, I slept outside most of the time on the hammock all day or night. Only when it rains, I went into my tent. Yeah? I did not know mosquitoes. And now I understand mosquitoes. Yeah. Not just know, but understand. Yeah. I understand what they want. Yes. And when I am doing I have a good job, noble job to make people happy, like taking photographs in my sometimes very precarious position, because sometimes I have to climb the rocks and, climb the trees in order to have a good angle, yes? And it's very, very adventurous already, and it's very a vulnerable position already. They came to visit me, yeah. So in my precarious situation, the mosquitoes call their friends and family and say, "Oh, this is a good opportunity for a free lunch." And they did enjoy. So I understood that they really need their meal. Okay, they care nothing about art or anything when they're hungry. Yeah, for them, International Artist Day is like Greek language. Yeah, so they visit me often. I understand them now. Nếu không gợi hạnh phúc, xin đừng tạo đau thương. Why would I say something like that?
The ants.
The ants. Okay. Because of some curse, and some disciples. Yeah. Force of disciples' karma. I'm told like that by my protectors. I say the curse is too long already. How come? They say, oh, the force of disciples' karma. Yeah, okay? Never mind. Same with mosquitoes. They know nothing about enlightenment or ahimsa or the 5 precepts. Just like some people, you cannot teach them, you see?
Yes, Master.
They don't understand. Even if it's black and white, printed in the Bible, the Holy Bible, or in Buddhist Sutra, they read it. It's like they have not read it. They read it, but they don't see it. It's like that. Okay, now, oh, sorry, I don't mean to compare the people to the mosquitoes. But what else? If they just keep drinking blood and eating other cups, then it's similar to the mosquito or not?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, but the mosquito don't have the mind to think. They cannot change, but the humans can change. We can change. We can change, and I'm hoping they change so that I can help them. Okay, my love. Good question. Yeah.
Master, you mentioned the curse. Is there a way to break that curse?
It's possible, but I would have to use astro magic. And I don't like that. Then I will own them, you see?
Yes.
And then also the force of karma of so many disciples made that happen.
Yes, Master.
So cannot blame just one person. I have rescued that person from hell.
Wow.
But she did not repent. So she's going back there again.
No.
While the body is still here, the soul is already punished in hell.
Wow.
Well, just like while your body is here, you still can go to heaven and enjoy heaven's scenery and blessing. Yeah, like many disciples do.
Yes.
So that proves that we are not really the body. Because the body doesn't go anywhere, neither to heaven nor to hell. Only the soul can do that. So many of your brothers and sisters, they went to hell also, while still living here with us. You heard all that, right?
Yes, Master.
Sometimes when they talk about it during retreat or weekend group meditation, many more. Some don't talk. Okay? Some don't know how to express it. Some were just too excited or too emotional because they went there and then they could help to rescue their relatives or parents. So they were excited or touched or very grateful. So they just blurted it out. There are many who don't. Many just went there for a visit. Okay, good questions you have today. Any other questions?
I think that's all, Master.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay, fine. Yeah, I wish I could keep everything like this. Maybe I should, but then I cannot work. Yeah, maybe I just put it to one side. So next time I don't have to rearrange it again because it takes me many hours to try. Before I saw you in this conference, me and the other brothers already trying to figure it out, testing again and again. It's just for me, one person even, have a lot of work like this. Yeah. So I also appreciate you guys. You know, you have to arrange for so many people so that you can talk to me. Yes. And also appreciate many other brothers, cameramen and technicians who do the equipment during our group meditation or during retreat. Yeah. So, and with many ear translations and all that, organizing a lot of work. That's why I thank them all the time. I thank you also. It's good that I could do all this even. I thought, my God, how? When I receive all this, you know, somebody drop it up somewhere and then I had to go and get it because I don't want anybody near. Yeah. And before receiving it, I already thought, no way I can do it. But before they even talk about it, they say, we'll buy this and that for you, Master. I already thought, no way. No way I can do it. No, I never did anything like this before. I look at my desk, full of wires and instruments and whatever not, you know. Yes. So the books are on top of the wires, you know. The microphones are on top of my keyboard because I got not enough room. Not just room, but it has to be the right distance. So when they say they would buy this, buy that for me, I thought, no way. But I thought, okay, never mind. Let them buy it so that they are happy. Because if you suggest something, you want to give something to somebody, and that person refuses outright, immediately, without trying. You feel sad, no? Disappointed. So I said, okay, let them buy it. And then I can have an excuse to tell them that, look, it doesn't work. Don't blame me. I will return it to you, or you use it yourself. I plan it that way. Yeah. But I can't believe it. I just did it one step at a time, you know? And it looked very, very complicated on my desk. I just did it. Yeah.
Thank you for trying, Master.
Thank you, Master.
What was that?
Thank you for trying.
Oh, thank you for trying. Yeah, of course. I'm Superwoman. No, Master does everything. Master knows everything. Yeah. You expect everything from me. You expect me to do all this and take people from hell and bring people to heaven and teach people initiation and take karma and everything else at the same time, like I'm 10 persons. But I'm just thinking you are doing a lot of work there, no? In order to set this up, right? I mean, your side. For me, only one person. But for you, you have to set up a lot of things, right?
We love that, Master.
Ah, sure, yes, I forgot that. How would I forget such a thing? Men, you know, they are machine lovers, yes. Some wife are jealous with some husband because he loves his computer and his cars more than he loves her, that's what she said. Some said to me that way. And some say, oh, my husband is a car fanatic, you know, something like that. Or computer geek, computer addict. Yeah. You can be addicted to computers, can you?
Yes.
Yes.
Because of many things on the internet we want to know, right?
Yes, Master.
Okay. I thank God I'm not yet addicted. I don't think I can ever be in love with a computer. No, not me. No. Just work and learn what I have to only, yeah? I don't have a great ambition to know everything about computer and all the service it gives. I don't need it yet, thank God. And I learn only whatever I need to work, okay? For you guys and for the television. And that's a lot already. I don't know how other people can manipulate the whole system of computers. They offer a lot of services, right?
Yes.
Sometimes my telephone asks me, you should have an Apple ID now or later. I always put later. And later, I press later again. Yeah. And sometimes I say, upload software, hardware, whatever, now, or pick a time, or tomorrow. I always say tomorrow. And then tomorrow, if I can see it, I put tomorrow again, always tomorrow or later. Yeah. I don't need anything more. I'm safe. I'm peaceful as is already. I said to my phone, I said, I don't need, don't ask again. But they always ask. And I always say no. They don't give you an answer, yes or no. They say now or later. So I put the later, yeah? Always later or tomorrow. That's good. At least they give you an option, eh? Okay, my love, if you're happy now already,
Yes, we're happy, Master. Thank you.
satisfied, then we hope next time we see each other again, all of you like this, okay?
Yes, Master.
I'm really happy to see all of you.
Thank you, Master.
I'm very worried when I praise you, but my heart is very appreciative. So sometimes I cannot not say thank you. I'm grateful. But please don't let your ego take control of your great self. You got that? Be in control.
Yes, Master.
Don't let your brain, your mind, your stupid computer mind, it's a computer. Don't let a computer control you, huh? Control it. Don't let your ego control you, because you will become not the person you want to be. You will become arrogant, and an arrogant person is a very ugly person, inside out. Ego is no good for anybody. It makes you sick, it makes you wrong, it makes you feel like you are somebody when we are nobody. Nobody is anybody. When we die, we go to the same, 2 square meters underground. If we can even have that, sometimes not. Yeah, depends on how we die, or when, and where. We are nobody, really, okay? This physical body is nothing. So don't let your talents, don't let my praise, my gratitude ruin your great knowledge, your wisdom to understand what is right, what is wrong, okay? And that we are nobody. I mean, this I is nobody. But our soul is somebody. Our work is great. But we are not great, okay? You understand the difference?
Yes, Master.
Yes. Our work is great. But we are not anybody. The soul is good. The master power is helping us all the time. If we are clear-minded, the master power, the Yosker goddesses, the universal beings, help us to do our work seamlessly. And whenever our ego comes in, we might make mistakes. Or we are not doing as good as we should. Even though we don't know it. We don't know that you could have done better. You see what I'm saying? Yeah?
Yes, Master.
Like that. Even though, okay, never mind, it's good. Most people are satisfied with what we're doing. Even if you do it less than yesterday or less than when you don't have ego. Most people don't differentiate it, cannot see the difference. I saw the difference, but I thought sometimes let it be. Because for the majority, it's good already. Yeah, it's just I am picky. But I have to remind myself that we are in this world. We don't always have perfection. We cannot have everything we want. We just have to have what we have and be happy with what we get. So like this, I also relax. Otherwise, I'm on edge, and I will drive you on edge too. Sometimes I have to scold myself. I say, enough, good enough, let it be, let it go. You see, I say they work hard enough already. They're only kids. It's good. So, and then I calm down. I go drink something and say, oh, be happy, good, be happy. And the animals come and say, good. You are safe, you are happy, be happy. Yeah. Okay. All right then. I love you.
Love you, Master.
Love you, Master.
Okay, kiss, kiss, forehead on wisdom eye. Remind you. Yeah.
Yes.
Right, my love, sweetheart, darling, apple pie. I love you. Not just for my heart, but for my soul, for my higher self. Love you very much, and thank you for everything you do.
Thank you, Master.
See you next time. I hope.
See you, Master.
Master. Okay.
God bless.
Bless, Master.
That's it. Calendar finished.
Be vegan, repentant, save your soul.